What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Make yourself comfortable. It's not going to be much of a live today. Not very long. Just got some things I want to clear up real quick. As always, I hope everyone's well out there. Enjoy the tune. I'll be right with you.
Camera thief, take pictures, run like the parallel stitches, attach my feet to the path I beat, teach myself to keep the answers brief, gnash my teeth like the last to feast, imagine me on that abandoned beach, sand and sea as if the jazz was free, I'm ice cream mixed with gasoline, direct attention to the craftsmanship, neglect to mention that the past will stick like initials carved in the concrete, like the tattoo that hides on your mommy. I still kick it with angels. The difference is instead of the bar, I'm at my kitchen table. The starlight shines through the glass, but you feel safe underneath that mask. Ferris wheel, give rides, the scars healed in time to get high. Lock the doors and hide the keys. Let's go describe how to climb a tree. Don't sign the lease, just cop a corner for you to curl up and try to sleep. Those cheap police won't find my wings. I keep my dreams inside my dreams. And if I had a time machine, I'd probably use it like a vacuum and try to clean. It kinda seems quite more than a handful of these regrets have been circumstantial. Now give me all the cash out the drawer, touch that mustache down on the floor, and I'll be in court holding a pitchfork before I let the contest outlast the sport. Pocket watch, impatient, find a mate then make the migration. Break the rules but first break the rulers and keep it moving like a rumor. I don't need to defend my defensiveness. I keep to myself, my family, and friendships. I got enough people I could disappoint. If you disagree, I think you missed the point. Now go ahead and grab a chair. Let me tell you about the last few years. Pulled out a sack full of Samson's hair and put it on the dash like a dancing bear. I wrote you a horoscope. It won't fit on this post-it note, but if I had to sum it up into a shorter quote, it goes, fuck it, you might as well row that boat.
Yo, how's everyone feeling out there? What a day, huh? I guess this is the aftermath. I guess if I have to be honest, I'm not surprised that Rebecca's upset over there. I mean, if you're shown once again to be a violent fucking drug riddled human being, I mean that can be upsetting. She should be upset. Well, what she should be doing is getting ready for court, but we all know she's not very bright. So not even sure really how much I want to get into right now today, but I just wanted to clear up a few things. Let me first say what's up to my chat here. Healing Time, thanks for being here. Nini, SG, D Mystery Obsessed, just found your channel. Thanks for being here. Someone is telling B off. Yeah, it's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it. I'll be the sacrificial lamb. I don't care. You remember whenever she started this legal battle with VHB, right? And the whole point of it was for that crackhead over there to protect and save the community from a bad person. I don't know. I don't think she's done that. I think me defending good people against that crackhead over there does the community more good. Is he causing me a lot of personal grief? People are upset with me? Yeah, they are. It's casualties of war, as they call it. A1 Street, thanks for being here. Nini. Gina Marie, hope you're well. Where's my chili? All right. Yeah, I heard old Becky Boombots over there snapped at Cluminati. Go clean your toilet, you nasty Nasterston. Hey Cash, what's up, dude? Hope you're well. BK sir, thanks for being here. Oh yes, please hit the thumbs up. Miss O, checking out the channel. How's everyone? Welcome in, Miss O. I'm doing pretty good. Been a strange couple of days, but I'm here for it. Oh, sorry about that. Shit. Let me turn that down real quick. Give me 1 second. I guess first, a good way to start out. Well, let me finish the greetings. Mischief all around me. Thanks for being here. Karma is a beer. Thanks for being here. I want to stay focused on what I'm saying. So once I get through this greeting, I probably won't be paying too much attention to chat. I trust my moderators will hold me down. What's up, Brittany J? Thanks for being here. I guess we're best friends now, Brittany J, as it turns out. Hey, Brittany, would you do me a favor? I understand that you have some form of relationship with BHB. Would you do me a favor and just get her to confirm that I'm not fucking working with her? Because that couldn't be further from the truth. I understand why they want to do that because they want to lump everyone together. I mean, cocaine makes you really paranoid, so. But I'm not working at this point. After my live yesterday, I'm not working with anybody. I'm a fucking solo artist, and that's it. I know that that's confusing to you, Rebecca Turner. I know it confuses you that more than one group of people or more than one individual could have disdain for you and your violent, narcotics riddled lifestyle. But that's just the way it is. Believe me, there are people that I don't even like that don't like you. So that's just, we're not, it's not hate bonding. This is just calling your sloppy ass out. And I'm just getting started. I hope you know that. Now, I saw quite clearly that you put what you think is my family on your community page, faces of children. That's kind of ironic, being that you keep saying that I'm doxing your children. I've never doxed your children. I don't care about your kids. You don't care about your kids. Like, let's just keep it real. I've never doxed or stalked anybody. In fact, the photos that you have of what you think is my family on your community wall, you got it from Facebook. So you're the doxer. How can anybody sit over there with a clean conscience and say, oh my God, he's so terrible for doxing people when I never have? If I have, show some proof of that. You pig. There is no proof of that. And you know it. I listened to some more of your stuff. You were talking about me paying child support. I have no child support to pay, you idiot. You keep saying I won't show his minor children, and he knows that. I don't have any minor children, you fucking idiot. No. About the document yesterday, clearly shows that she's guilty of violence in her own home, just like she is on the internet, just like she is at the shopping store or the gas station, wherever she goes. My assumption is that's a result of not taking care of herself, things like that. Drugs will rack your brain, and I think we're seeing the result of that. As far as your intimidation tactics, doxing my family or what you think is my family, that doesn't intimidate me. All of my loved ones and my family know exactly who you are, Rebecca Turner. I was on the phone with your police department, my police department. You're a fucking idiot. In fact, when I spoke with your police department, they giggled because they know who your sloppy ass is already. Other people must be calling them. Sorry, I got to carried ahead here. Let me get back to the greetings. STFU, thanks for being here. TJ, what's up? Lily Von Lobotomy, one of the best names in the business. Shana, thanks for being here. Holly S. T-Roll Investigates, what up? Eavesdropper, what's up? Beautiful Disaster. I don't want to miss anybody. Misty H, welcome back. Hell of a time to come back to YouTube, Misty. I'm glad you're back with me, though. You were missed. Mike Turner, thanks for being here. Says Buzzy, why didn't you tell your subs about your Thanksgiving Day violence and you lied and tried to hide it? Well, that's it exactly. I mean, what I did yesterday was not only did I show that she wasn't a single mom when she started this litigation against BHB, you know, the damsel in distress. Oh, I need diapers and formula. That was all a big fat lie. And I think a lot of people miss that fact, but they don't care. At this point, they don't care. They're going to support that nasty bitch no matter what happens. And I'm fine with that because they're not my people. I don't deal with people that live in a fantasy land the way they do. My feet are firmly planted in reality. I don't separate. See, here's another thing. I don't separate real life from the internet. It's all my real life. The second that Rebecca Turner started accusing me of domestic violence, and it's completely unfounded, it's a fucking lie. She made it up to try to discredit me. The second she did that, all of this became real life for me. She knows that. Maybe she doesn't. In any case, that's the fact of the matter. Um, but to be abundantly clear, nothing you could say or do, Rebecca, is going to have any effect on reality or my life whatsoever. Am I bothered that you're doxing people on your community page that you think are my family? I sure am. I'm bothered by that. Are you trying to prompt me to put photos of your family? I'm not going to do that because I'm a better person than you, by far. I also heard you say today that my criminal record is longer than your criminal record. Like you need to put the drugs down because if that was true, everyone would know it. I've gotten in trouble a couple times for sure, but nothing like what you've done whatsoever. We all know that. You're a violent drug person, and that's all it's to it. Violent on the streets, violent at home, violent on the internet. Let's see. Sorry, get back to chat here. Evil Queen, thanks for being here. Moon and Chroma, what up? Penny Moore, thanks for being here. And I'm already very behind in chat, so I'm just gonna try to scan through really quick. Again, thanks everyone for being here. I know I'm the boogeyman. I'm out there stalking babies and shit. What a thing to say about somebody. Seriously, Sunflower, thanks for being here. See, I tried listening to QB today. Lord, I know it was she's triggered. She knows she's in trouble. She keeps saying she's filing charges against me. This is the same sloppy bitch that said that I was going to get a knock on my door for impersonating her lawyer, and all I had to do was call her lawyer and say, "Hey, man, is it true that you're suing me for impersonating you?" And he said, "Nope." So everything she says is a lie. This is how it goes. I tell the truth about her. She makes stuff up about me. I tell the truth about her. She tells the truth about me. I mean, I got that wrong. I told the truth about her. She lies about me over and over again. Every time I tell the truth about her, she makes up a new lie. That's okay because I'm going to outlast her, not just here on YouTube, but on Earth because she's an unhealthy person. I mean, just listen to the way she talks. B. Tim, you should stick to your Chinese real estate, you little pipsqueak, because I heard you over there trying to be a big bad man today. You ain't nothing but a bitch, and we all know it. Shit, even Queen B knows you're a little bitch. Paul, yes, if welcome in. I'm just going to call you Rachel. Thanks for being here. Um, okay, so I'm going to tell you the origins of the legal documents that showed that Rebecca Turner was actually violent in her own home, prompting the father of her children to petition for custody. I received an email around 9 p.m. on the 9th, the night before my live. My live was already scheduled. I was just going to review the sloppiness over there at the Hive. So when I received that email, kind of debated on whether I should show it or not. And trust me, I know a lot of you are against it. And the ironic thing about that is a lot of the same people that are saying, "Oh, he's gone too far," are the same people that have been fanning this fire for a year. And it's even more funny. It's some of the people that used to be at the Hive that are so against it. So I see y'all. And I truly understand, and I do see both sides of it. I did weigh my options. I took the pros and cons down. Might have been a bad decision, but it's done now, and we all know that she's violent in her own home, just like we always thought. And this isn't from 10 years ago. This is from the night before Thanksgiving. The next thing I want to address, so I do want to make it abundantly clear that I don't work with anyone. I do have a couple buddies here on YouTube. You guys all know who they are. Um, some of them I'm not friends with anymore today. Um, as far as that Hong situation, Team Green, all that shit. Listen, remember when BHB went with the conspiracy theories that it's a big conglomerate of people that are after me. What is the difference between Rebecca Turner sitting over there and making the same claims? I'm a free agent, baby. I've never once communicated with BHB. If you go through my videos, you'll see quite clearly how I feel about that situation. Now, I do realize I got some BHB supporters in the chat. You're welcome here. Make yourself at home. You respect me, I'll respect you. It's pretty easy. Well, it is difficult, but I do appreciate it if you could do that for me. BHB knows herself that we're not part of a team. Now, do we have common interest? In some ways, absolutely. We both loathe Rebecca Turner. We both think that she's one of the biggest pieces of shit on YouTube. Hell, she's one of the biggest pieces of shit in the whole state of Illinois. Chicago's a big city, so I mean that's saying a lot. Axelot, thanks for being here. I'm gonna do my best to just get through these greetings. Mike Turner says, just wait till the judge looks at the photos of the bruises on the neck, the ones her ex showed as evidence. Yeah, I mean, it's probably not right of us to talk about her children. I mean, and I still don't feel like I ever did. I'm showing reports and they're in the peripheral, their names have never been showed, their ages have never been shown. I don't even know if they're boys or girls. It makes no difference to me. Like I said, I don't care. I don't care. My beef is squarely with Rebecca Turner. Um, she's going on with this narrative that my children are afraid of him. I'd venture to say that your children are afraid of you, Rebecca. I mean, that's the way it seems to me. How would your children even know about me if you weren't telling them? I mean, that's just weird. It's so weird that you use them as a defense shield. It's not going to work with me. And in the future, I'll do my best to refrain from showing because I mean, there's a lot of legal documents I'm sorting through, uh, pointing out how violent the drugs, the lying, the stealing. I mean, she started all the way back in middle school. She's a lifelong career criminal, and the whole thing is riddled with drugs. She's a bad person. Many of us know it. Some of us just ignore it. Mother of two boys, thanks for being here. She posted it at 5 a.m. and was deleted 5 minutes later. Which part? I missed that. Hinker, thanks for being here. Shaylee, as always, awesome to see you. Era Tree. Hey, Jones, thanks for being here. Jones, and I realized that you don't agree with me in this, and maybe you can help me out and let people know that like we don't have this working together behind the scenes type of relationship. We never did. We've emailed a couple times to show support to one another, but as far as being a conglomerate, that's just simply never happened. I actually pride myself on being solo. Of course, there's some channel owners, that have had my back. Some of them no longer have my back, and that's okay. Nobody has time in their life for fair weather friends anyways. I'd like to thank everybody for sure that's been sending me emails of support. I have no interest in photographs of the inside of Rebecca Turner's house. So whoever's doing that, they can stop. I'm not showing that shit. It's a dump though, I can tell you that. But I'm not gonna post that shit. That's just weird. Um, yeah. Part of me wants to just delete my YouTube channel, be on my way. But then I realized that I have to see this thing through. If I have to sacrifice myself and look like a maniac and look crazy, that's fine. I'm okay with that. But those who know me well enough know that's not true. And it's cool. The thing is, like, let them think I'm dangerous. That's fine. If it's dangerous, beat him. If it's dangerous showing that that crackhead that you sit next to all day, every day is a baby dachshund, dangerous, violent person, not just against people, grown-ups, but in our own home. You support that, Timmy. Timmy Trot, you support that. But I mean, that's no surprise to me because one of the worst little fucking creatures on the internet too. And I know your alts, by the way, so you can go fuck yourself. She is so gross. It's true. What's up, Lady Starfire? Thank you, Suzanne, for the $5 super chat. Yes, you are a better person, Sinner. Stay cool. I'm trying to. I'm trying to. Definitely had to make some police reports this morning just to keep everything on paper. I know she's saying she did the same thing, but I haven't broken any laws. That's just a simple fact. Uh, but thank you for sending that super chat. I do appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you!
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm not sure if you guys recall. Well, yeah, that's another topic I want to discuss. Little Timothy Trot over there, B Tim, he's over there saying that I'm doing this for money. Now you see, I got a $5 super chat, and I do appreciate that. My channel is monetized because I spend a lot of time working on putting stuff together and going live for you guys. Time is money, but calling calling a crackhead violent person out is I'm not doing that for money. It's not that. Do you honestly believe that $30-$40 each live stream is enough for me to go through this hell with these fucking bottom of the barrel people? It's just not. It's really not. It's not proper compensation, I tell you that much. But it's cool. I do have bad news for you though, Hive. I'm not going anywhere. Have I learned some lessons here the last couple of months? You bet your ass. Hey Chico, thanks for being here. If you're not subscribed to Chico, please do that right away. Not only is she a great person, but she's someone that gives a fuck about her community stronger than almost anybody I've seen here on YouTube. And she represents her community and she holds them down. So I've known Chico. Well, I can't say I've known her, but I've been brushing elbows with Chico for 3 years here on YouTube, way before I even knew what the hell any of this drama bullshit was about. So show her some love. And I'm sorry if they give you any shit for being here, Chico. You know how they do. KCG, thanks for being here. Little Lulu, thanks for being here. A personal attack is real life. I'll go back to what I said at the beginning of this. This is all real life to me. I don't walk around with some mental disorder that allows me to believe that if I'm on my computer, I'm in a different reality than when I'm walking down the street. This is all reality to me. The second she started saying all those lies about me, about my criminal record, about my military service, the second she started doing that, it became real. This is my real life. This is all of our real lives. I mean, if you want to deny that, that's cool. See, SG, thanks for always being here. I feel the false allegations are atrocious. Yeah, they are. It's straight up defamation. She's defaming and doxing me once again. It's cool because I can take it. But if you pay attention to the lines between the words that she's spouting over there, she's a scared, drug addicted, terrible person that knows the whole world is going to come crashing down on her soon. Now, if you want to say, oh, that's a threat, he's threatening her. No, I'm just observing. Just an observation. She's fucked. Let's see here. Hey, Earth. Yeah, thanks for sharing that. Please stop sending me pictures of your privates, everybody. Like, I don't want to see pictures of, you know, Queen Bee's high school photograph. I don't need to see the inside of her house. I don't need any of that. All I'm trying to do is point that she's a dangerous person and people should stop sending her fat ass money. It's really that simple. And excuse me for weight shaming. I'm beyond pissed off with that woman. See, Brittany says, B-Tim, I have some things to say to you. You are making big mistakes by taking a known liar's word about my custody. Yeah, I saw they were talking about your children. It's so funny that like Rebecca Turner accuses everyone for going after her children, but all she does is talk about people's children every day. I'm so irrelevant to that bitch that she talks about me every day. I mean, I've got that bitch so shook that she had to create a rumble. She created a rumble just to fucking talk about me because she wants to preserve her income, which is her channel. And if she does the dirt on her channel, then it's going to get taken down. It's going to get taken down anyways, Rebecca. You're sitting on 2 strikes as it is. We both know it. So tread lightly. Tread lightly, crackhead. Never trust an overweight crackhead, by the way. Something's mysterious there. What up, Cheese? Hope you're well, man. Marcos Clips. Oh, thanks, Just Irish. Look at that, B-Tim. More money. I'm making more money exposing crackheads that you sit next to all day, every day. You little bitch. And you know what's funny? Me making a couple bucks exposing your fucking nasty asses over there pales in comparison to how much money you've made off of missing and deceased children, murder victims, runaways, people mourning their lost their loved ones. You guys do that every day under the guise of being against tragedy pimps. You're fucking pathetic. We all know it. I think deep down inside, Timothy Trot, you know you're a bitch ass motherfucker. You know that. That's cool. We'll get to you. Is that a threat? No. That's a promise. Thank you, Just Irish, for that. See if I got something to play for you. Just Irish says, because you live on the beach. No, I live behind. Oh, yes. If anybody wants to send me money for burgers, go ahead. B. Tim said I was begging for burgers. Go grab your fucking shine box, boy. I didn't listen to too much of her live because her voice makes me want to poop. So what else did I miss? I saw she was going at Brittany, talking about Brittany's parenting skills, and funny that Queen Bee. I don't see any police reports about Brittany J. Although you threatened that you got some dirt on her and you're going to do it. Your intimidation tactics have worn thin. Nobody's afraid of you. No, you said you sent a police car to my parents' house. That's a damn lie. That's a damn lie. You're so misinformed about everything that you're doing right now that you look like an actual crazy person. You think I'm working with BHB? That's the most ridiculous thing ever. You think I'm working with Hong? No, absolutely not. I wouldn't even know how to get a hold of that guy. I don't have an X account. I don't do any of that. Y'all stupid. It seems to me that your tactic is going to be just to sit over there and run your fucking nicotine stained soup cooler all day long, every day. It seems like you're trying to convince yourself of something because Other than the people that are over there drinking the Kool-Aid, nobody believes anything you have to say. But go ahead, keep that community post of those people on your wall, community wall, Queen Bee. That right there just proves exactly who you are. It proves my point. Mother of the year, single mom. Single now, aren't you? Yeah, you are. I think I know why you're single. It's the violence. It's the drugs, lies, all that. That's why you're single. Oh, there we go. I got burger money. Look out, in and out, here I come. Double animal style. Let's see what I got here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I do appreciate it. Like if anybody's ever got the impression that I'm begging, I do apologize for that. I don't beg. I've actually had people offer me tens of thousands of dollars to sue Rebecca Turner. And that's not my game. I don't even have to sue her at this point. She's going to do it to herself. Have I done too much? Have I come in too hot? Maybe. Do I regret it? Not a bit. I made a promise to myself long before I made a promise to any of you that I'm not backing down from this sloppy bitch. It's not going to happen. Long after her YouTube channel is gone, we'll be sitting here chatting. I promise you that. Hey, shut the fuck up. Thank you so much. I appreciate ya. Look at that, Timmy. How upset are you? I'm making money exposing Queen Bee for who she is. Boy, that makes you mad, doesn't it? That little motherfucker actually said yesterday, I had a clip of it that said, I think it's illegal to make money off of a FOIA request. In my opinion. No, Tim, it's not. It's really not. Public information. That's a public service announcement. Basically, what that was doing is saying, hey, everybody, that sloppy crackhead over in Illinois says she's a single mom that won't show her face and grifted all of you dumb bastards for $150,000. She's a bad person. She lies to you. Still no receipts. See, so long as she has this back and forth with me, she doesn't have to show receipts. She's got a system. It works pretty good for her, but doesn't have longevity. Oh, wait, you're not going to understand what that means, Rebecca. It means it's not going to last very long. Your whole shit show over there is coming to a halt. And it seems you are oblivious to it. I mentioned I got quite a few emails of support, some cash apps. Thank everybody who did that. It's really, I'm not doing this for money, and let's face it, those of you who support me know that. But I do appreciate the couple bucks every now and then. If this was about money, I would be showing everything I got. And believe me, there's a lot more than what you guys have seen. No. Trust is a very difficult thing here on YouTube. I realize that. I personally don't trust too many people at all. I think that's a good way to be here. I take risk. Sometimes when I trust people. A couple times I've been let down. That happens. But for the most part, my world is pretty small. I got a core group of 5 or 6 people on here. It grows, monthly. It grows every now and then. Some of you in chat I've been talking to you emails. You know who you are. I appreciate you. Hey, Dispatch Crystal, thanks for being here. I realize I'm far behind in chat, and I do mean it when I tell you I'm not going to be able to keep up with chat the way I usually try to, because then it'll muddy up what I'm trying to get across to you guys. See, as she says, Queen Bee opened her mouth on a public platform and put in writing she wanted to receive CSAM and threatened a mother. That is evidence. That's exactly true. And she is being investigated for that. And she thinks she got away with that shit. She hasn't. I'm telling you, believe me when I tell you that she's got a world of hurt coming up. And I'm not talking a physical hurt. I mean, well, it may be physical hurt if she's in trouble and goes a day without a blunt. That may cause her some agony. I don't know if you have withdrawals from $35 blunts, but I don't think you do. My relationship with Brittany J has spawned directly from the fact that I stood up for her whenever Queen Bee did that crazy shit with the video of her child, of Brittany's child. I couldn't just stand by and let people do that without saying something. Was it awkwardly convenient for me because I already have disdain for Queen Bee? Yeah, I'd have to probably admit that's true. I mean, does it make a difference? I don't think it does. I said at the time, if someone were to do that to her, being Rebecca Turner, if someone had a video of her child and was using it against her, as much as it would pain me, I would have the same energy because I don't think that would be the right thing to do. The reward I get is a reputation of stalking children, which couldn't be further from the truth. They know that. They say I'm stalking people's Facebook, and then they're putting a bunch of Facebook photos up of what they think is my family. That's a bit hypocritical. Actually, that's not even hypocritical. That's just a lie. Because I think we lost the definition of hypocrisy, what that is. That's whenever you give someone a hard time for doing something that you're doing yourself. I never search for anybody's family on fucking Facebook. Ever. They know that. See, T-Roll Investigate says Queen Becky thinks she's untouchable. What goes up must come down. That's exactly right. I mean, I've got people from her local community reaching out to me at this point. Like she really thinks that she can get away with anything and everything. The way she controls the way she's been able to control the situation so well is that she teaches everyone a game. Here are the rules. Everything stays online, no real lifing. Meanwhile, in reality, she's wheeling and dealing, collecting information on all of us, using it against us, creating little channels, having her clip channels attack us. There's no one on this platform that's more real life than Rebecca Turner. She has a lot of time to do it because she doesn't have any real responsibilities in life. Her responsibility is to her bank account. I do want to just express again how I do understand the criticism about releasing the information that shows that she was violent in her own house. Like I said, I weighed the pros and cons. Um, in a large way, I think a lot of people just need to stop being such punk bitches. Like the fact is, if she's doing this to everyone else, and then I show who she is, and I get ridiculed for it, that's called killing the messenger. All I'm doing is showing you who she is. Thankfully, more and more of us each day know who she is. Instead of getting ready for court tomorrow, she's sitting over there with a little pipsqueak Timmy, just completely rewriting history, manically clacking off about Bullhorn Betty. Are we all sick and tired of hearing her and Bullhorn Betty go back and forth against each other? I was over it day one. And that's part of what got me into this predicament. I was like, fuck that lawsuit. Nobody gives a fuck. And that's exactly how I feel today. Never changed. Sally Mae. I'm just trying to quickly say hello to everybody I missed. Sally Mae, Susan, thank you for being here again. Thanks for that super chat. It's awesome of you. Narcos Clips. Dreams, thanks for being here. I guess I should have started out by saying I'm okay, in case because I know a lot of you were worried. I would be lying to you if I wasn't affected by this. Let's just say I'm not having the best day ever, but I've had worse. I mean, it's tough waking up behind a 7-Eleven, scrounging around for money for a cheeseburger, right, Tim? We got Tim Trot and Trottle Trote. What's the irony there? Just to reiterate the point, one of the points of me sharing that information yesterday is Rebecca was not a single mother. So when she was grifting from all of you guys over there at the Hive and saying, I'm a single mom, and I can't do this by myself. When she was doing that, she had a man living in her house that was making plenty of money. Since then, that man is upset with her because she won't stop using drugs. She won't get offline. So he left her. He has a new woman now, and I wish him all the luck. He's included in my prayers now. I know you're upset, Becky. Queen Bee. I know you're upset. I would be too. Your whole fucking life is falling apart, and you're blaming me, some guy who's a fucking lemon. You're accusing me of. This is no different than when you accused me of imitating your lawyer. That was a lie. I'm still waiting for the knock on the door. That never happened. Now I realize that a lot of those people over there believe you. I can't be bothered with that. How could I be? Hey Marlena, thanks for being here. Oh. Well, I guess it looks like Bullhorn Betty did say that we're not working together, but they're not going to believe that either. I made videos calling out BHB on the crazy shit that she's done, and the only reason I stopped doing that because I can't focus on two people at once. There's only one of them that's doxing me, going after my friends and my family and my career and my social standing, and that's Rebecca Turner. She's the only one. So if you want to think that we're working together, Rebecca, if you want to think that it's a big, big, scary group of people that are wheeling and dealing behind the scenes, go ahead. If you want to sit over there and be afraid of me, go ahead. But I'm not afraid of you, and I never will be, because I'm a better person than you in every possible way. Hey, shut the fuck up. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Again, seriously, I do appreciate the cash, but that's not what this is about. Misty H, thank you so much. Do the voice. Smoke him if you got him. Sushi fund. Oh, I love that sushi. I did receive a cash app last night that said, I hope you rot in hell. Got a couple of other emails. People are coming to, I'm going to get you. I know where you are. I'm coming to get you. You can't do this to Queen. You can't go after children. There's some real mental illness going on here, guys. Like it's glaring. I mean, we know. We see these mass events. We see, people getting the crazy look in their eye with politics. It just overall, our country is experiencing, a mass mental illness epidemic, really. And there's really no better shining example than that of the Hive and the demented people over there, the fake nurses, and a bunch of people just sitting around getting high at 11 o'clock in the morning. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It's about as bad as it can get. Let me play a super chat song for those who contributed. I very much appreciate it. Here, I'll waste a whole minute of your life.
Are we still live right now?
Oh, where'd it go? Well, maybe not.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you!
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. I got to be honest, it's been kind of tough. People that have been, and Chico's not one of them. I just put a comment up because I want to read it. But a lot of people that have been fanning the fire, fueling the fire, sending me emails, getting me all charged up, have me defend them. Half a dozen people I've been sticking up for against that bitch. I mean, for over a year. It almost hasn't been worth it to me because at the end of it, they turned their back on me and I just look like an asshole. So I'm gonna have to tighten this up. I'm not gonna be able to save YouTube from her, but I'm not backing down from her. I hope that makes sense to everybody. Chico says it's wrong either way. I disagree with the real life stuff, but I know you work by yourself. I get why you've taken the stance. It's no fun to be lied on or allow someone on panel to lie on you. Yeah, it's been rough, Chico. And I think, you're busy. You're doing all kinds of good things up there. I just got stuck in a mud puddle somehow. I never intended on being part of this drama community. It all started when I stood up for somebody, without having all the information. I don't regret it. If I see someone getting picked on in real life, online, 100%, every time, all the time. If I see someone getting picked on, if I see someone getting punched down at, I stick up for them. I've got real scars and metaphorical scars to prove it. I guess the Hive was getting their rocks off today, saying that I'm a homosexual. You people think way too much about my sexuality and my balls and all of that. So what if I was? What's that matter? Would it matter if I was black, Rebecca? How about you, Clue? B. Tim? How about if I was Asian? What if I was trans? Would that give you more ammunition against me? What if I was disabled? I know you take issue with disabled people over there at the Hive. What if I was a victim of domestic violence? Would you stick up for me? No, you wouldn't, because sticking up for people don't make you money. Trying to stomp people, that's what makes you money. Now, if I went live right now and I talked about forest fires, I'd have 25 people in here. You got 425 people in here because it's drama. That doesn't make me happy. I mean, of course, I'd love to have all of you here, and I see a bunch of great people here. But what are we doing? Maria, if I didn't say hello already, welcome. I'm just going to try to scan through. I reported her post today. Well, I called the Galesburg police whenever I saw the post of what she thinks is my family on her community wall. Dispatcher was great, sweetheart. She already knows who Rebecca Turner is, ironically enough. Go figure. When you have a flaming dumpster in your neighborhood, you seem to recall who they are. Wait, let me finish my thought. Sorry, I'm all over the place. Uh, Again, Chico, I understand and I respect your opinion about, the real life stuff. I really do, especially when it pertains to kids. I fully understand, but I always go very far out of my way to redact any identifying information. I never show anyone's address. I go out of my way. Now, I understand that information that I shared yesterday was already all over Twitter. I didn't know that. I'm not on Twitter. Hey, fucking listen closely, B Tim. Lean in, you little bitch. You telling people that I sent that information out to a bunch of people is a bold-faced lie. That email was sent to me. The person that sent it to me said in that email that they're sending it to several other people. Now, since then, I talked with a bunch of people. It turns out maybe 12 people got that email. Only because I had a live stream already scheduled and I was triggered by Queen Bee saying that Chronicles of the Shady may be a child predator. That emboldened me to take the steps that I did yesterday because she keeps saying that about Shady. And that's crazy. It's a crazy thing to say. And the only reason she's saying that really terrible shit about Chronicles of the Shady is simply because Chronicles has a knack for calling her out. Chronicles of the Shady has her fucking number. We all know it. It's upsetting to everybody when you accuse someone of being a sexual deviant online, Rebecca Turner. And trust me, we get it. You're sitting in a filthy existence, literally and metaphorically. The world is crashing down on you because you're a terrible person. 39 years of bad decisions isn't working out for you. The fun thing about the truth is it's really not affected by lies. Impervious. It's either true or it's not true. What I say about you is true, and I bring receipts. What you say about me is all defamation. It's all made up in order to diminish my character. It's not going to work. Now, the problem with what you're doing now is showing what you think is my family on your community page from Facebook. You're encouraging the mentally unstable people in your chat to go real life on me. You know, the Heather Bishop types, those type of people. My family's aware of who you are. So is the Galesburg Police Department. So is my local police department. And later this afternoon, the police department where my parents live. You know, the ones you said you sent a car to their house. Like you have some ability to call a police department and have a car sent. This whole idea that you are this powerful ruling person, I mean, you actually believe that. That shit freaks me out. It freaks a lot of us out. You actually think you're a queen. You're the queen of shit. Yes, please sub up to Chronicles, or sorry, Chico's Corrupt Chronicles. I always mess. I know her as Chico, so I always fuck that up. But yes, he's a good one. And I hope you don't get any shit for being in here, Chico. And I know you're one of the first people to tell me what I did was wrong, and I respect that. Everyone, just give out my address. She ain't coming where I am. I have a theory of where you are, so I doubt they are. I doubt they are. Um, yeah. See, let me see here. And again, I did try to make it clear I can't keep up with chat. It's just too much. I won't be able to keep my thoughts straight. Queen of Hearts says it is true that the true character of a man is shown by how they test someone that can do nothing for them. Yeah, I don't ask for much from people. I really don't. I just want you to be straight with me. I don't want to be friends with everyone. If you don't like me, I appreciate that. I respect that. Lord knows there are plenty of people that if I was in the same room with them, I'd go to another room. Now, where do we go from here? I guess is the big question. I'm learning lessons pretty quick, as I told you. I do realize that any documents, even if it's fully redacted, if it includes a victim of violence, especially if it's a child victim, that it should be, handled with more care. I go really far out of my way to redact any, identifying information about anyone. But as far as someone saying that their children are afraid of me, you know why that's being said. And I doubt it's true. So going forward, I'm going to do my best to steer clear of, showing documents of parents being physically violent towards their children. Maybe wasn't the best idea, especially knowing that it's being investigated anyways. It's not me to fix her home. You know, it doesn't change the fact that it's true though. Just for the record. Orion, thanks for being here. Got a face palm. They love you, Sinner. They always come and watch your lives. I know. What's up? People in the back smoking crack. What up? QB going to law enforcement and saying she's afraid of you is just plain silly. I know. I know. I guess I played it up. I played along with it that I'm the boogeyman. I'm the big scary man. I'm imitating her lawyer, impersonating her lawyer. What else? I mean, it's so much has been lost in a year. I forget more than I remember, to be honest. But Cash says, leave Chris alone. Yeah, I'm not sure how I haven't, but cool, man. Um, like I have to tell you guys, I'm so disappointed. Like, I'm not going to say any names, but I'm so disappointed in. I see you motherfuckers in chat talking about. I can't believe he's gone this far. I can't believe he's gone. It's coming from the same people that have been egging me on the whole time. I mean, do you people actually think that I'm a useful idiot for you? I'm not. I'm not. Am I a saint? Clearly not. I want to talk about my sobriety because that seems to be a big topic over there at the Hive. I'm sober. I've never had a drug addiction like those people at the Hive, and I don't knock people that have. My problem was alcohol, and I'm sober from alcohol. That intimidates them because anybody making themselves into a better person, they can't have that. They have to have dirt on you. They want you to be someone they can ridicule. As far as my artwork goes, that's just funny. You got fucking tragedy pimps critiquing my art. That's cute. I mean, it's not like they would be customers of mine anyways. Um, all right, I'm gonna have a peep at the chat really quick. It says beat him is in it deep. He has to run narrative, or else for him he's seeing the doxing and doing to these people. He would most likely be next if he goes against her. Well, I know who he is now, but I'm not going to go there because he's such a sad little man. He's not even worth it. Dreamer G, thanks for being here. I used to have respect for Queen Bee. Not anymore. She is horrible. Yeah, she fooled a lot of people for a long time. I mean, for a long time, she did that. Moon and Chroma. He's 12 tones down. Yeah. Oh my God, that fucking creature of the night said she has 12 toes. Oh my God, I couldn't even believe it. But yeah, I told you that I consider just deleting my channel and being on with my shit, but that would mean that I didn't stick by my word. And I know a lot of you are counting on me to see this through. So I went to the police department today. They said I have to handle it first at my local police department. So I went there, filed the reports. Good luck finding them, Becky. You still don't know where the fuck I am because you're too dumb to figure it out. I basically drew you a map to exactly where I am, and you're too high to even catch the clues. But in any case, so that everything's going to work from the local police department here. The Galesburg Police Department said if there's anything, any assist, anything that my local police department needs from them, that they'll supply it. But hopefully, it won't get to that. Hopefully not. I'll stand 12 toes down on it, baby.
Oh, trust me, I will definitely be FOIA in my police department, and any motherfucker that FOIA anything, I'm doing the same back to you. Just be prepared for that. And that's on everything I motherfucking love, okay? That's 10 toes, 12 or 10 fingers to 12 toes down, baby.
It's wild. It's wild. It's wild. Hey, Jones and became a member. Girl, I just heard you say you were trying to stay out of the trouble. They're going to get you for that. But no, for real, Jones, and I feel that. I respect the shit out of you. But I'm not going to lie. You're one of the ones that I'm disappointed in. I think I think the world of you, but damn, man, if you don't understand what my intent is with this shit, then nobody does. I still got your back though. Don't worry. I mean, I'm not mad at you. You know, this whole narrative that like don't become the monsters that you're hunting. I was never hunting monsters. All I was doing was calling out a crackhead. Stop with the fantasy shit, please. And I'm not saying you, Jones, and I'm just saying in general. Don't become the monsters that you're hunting. I don't live in a fantasy land. My name's not Sinner. My name's Dave. I'm a real person. I'm a simple man. I'm not rich. I'm not homeless. I've told you all along exactly who I am. Now, have I bullshitted people in the past a little bit? Maybe. But since I've been going live, I've been 100% honest with everybody that's here listening to me. Whether they believe it or not, I don't fucking know. I can't be bothered by that anymore. All I got to do is stay focused and keep it real. Oh, Susan sent another $5. Oh, hi, Rebecca. I know they're watching. I know she was live. I don't know if she still is, but we got a real predicament here because I'm not sure. Like everyone wants me to expose her and continue to show who she is, but when I do, they get upset. So, what do you think I should do? Tuck my tail and run away? Come on, you guys fucking know me better than that. Anybody that's been paying attention to my crazy ass on here knows I'm not going to back down from a crackhead. especially one that's trying to dox my family now, all while saying I'm doxing her family. Hey, Rebecca, show one example of me doxing anyone ever. I've never done it. Not one single time. If I have, prove it. Or do you forget that you say that all the time? I'll remind you. You say it all the time. You say I'm doxing your babies. That's crazy. It's so offensive to say that. But you know that. I mean, I've dealt with piece of shit people a couple times in my life, but you take the cake, girl. You take that whole crack pie. You do. Chico says, I go where I want. I wish a mofo would try to say something to me because that's one of the fastest ways to get cussed out. I may not agree with everyone on everything, but I support who I want. And I know that. I know that. Now, I mean, to be honest, Chico, whenever I'm up to something, I'm about to post something I know is gonna be controversial. I still think about my down the rabbit hole crew and think about what you guys are gonna think about me for sure. And I know you don't see me around there anymore because I don't want to drag the dirt into her house. That's what it's about. I mean, I hope you understand that. I think what people don't understand is if you kick a dog enough, you're gonna get bit. Rough, rough. How much am I supposed to take on this platform? I really wish you guys would know how much restraint I actually show. The information that people send to me, the things I know about people, and it fucking makes me sick. I don't want to know any of it. I just happen to have a public email. It helps me stay in correspondence with people that, I mean, some people buy my art, other things like that. I don't need to see the inside of Rebecca's house. You already know what it looks like. It looks like her voice. And I'm way behind the chat, so please forgive me. Wise Angel, thanks for being here. Okay. I hope your migraine goes away. I'm speaking more calmly today, as you can probably tell, so hopefully I won't be grinding your gears. Tally Mae says, she will keep it up, keep your eyes off her scamming. Well, yeah, I know she's not going to stop. Jonah says, no, this enterprise is not real. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I've got such a mixed bag of people in my chat. Maybe you guys should know what my relationship with Johnson is because it's been so grossly fucking exaggerated. It's crazy. I mean, I didn't even actually have an email correspondence with her until just a couple months ago. It goes like this. Queen Bee shit on Joneson. Joneson left the Hive. For some fucking reason, Joneson went back to the Hive. Queen Bee shit on Joneson. Joneson left the Hive. I think I made a comment along the line. Okay, that was the second time. I'm glad you got out of there, Joneson, but please don't make it a third because I'm not sure if I could have your back the third time. Joneson came to her senses. I was overjoyed. She's the homie. That's the extent of it. Jonesy strikes me as a good woman, a good mother, good wife, good daughter. She works hard for her money. She doesn't need YouTube like these fucking creatures do. It's part of the reason I get bummed out when someone like Joneson doesn't see my vision and what I'm doing. I understand it though. She says, we aren't working together behind the scenes. I support you. I won't be supporting everything. We cool. I know. I know. And Joneson, you understand. You understand what I'm saying when am I disappointed of everyone fueling this up and hyping it up and pretending that they got my back 100%. I knew all along that wasn't the case. I mean, I was born at night, but not last night. I've been guarded for the most part. I take precautions. Did I make some huge mistakes in trusting people? Definitely. For sure. Let there be no question about that. Have I repeated mistakes? I don't think I have. I mean, that's what separates me from people at the Hive. I learn from my mistakes and I strive and continue to become a better person each day. All right, let me look at chat really quick. I'm like an hour behind in chat. It's unreal. Um, I love you guys. I'm sorry about that. If there's anything vital that you need to get to me, just email me and I'll get it. Uh, the Fatal Paper Cut, Holly S, Groovy Girl. Oh, that's a cool way to spell groovy. I don't know how she still has a channel. Well, she won't for long. I made you a promise that I'm not backing down from, dangerous child exploiters that dox and threaten everybody here on YouTube, and I'm not going to. Here's the newest promise I offer you. Long after she's off of YouTube, we'll still be here chatting. I'm not going to pick this battle up with another creator after this. After I'm done with her and she gets what she deserves, I'm going to move on to something more productive here on YouTube. Unfortunately, I don't have that luxury at the moment. I mean, right now I'm locked into an epic battle with a crackhead with a pet squirrel. It's a lot. Thankfully, I have a clear mind because I am sober. All right, scanning chat here real quick. Do. Keep up the chatter. Thanks for being here, Shaylee. Sunflower, if I'm repeating, I apologize. I got Burger Money. Again, if I didn't say thanks, shut the fuck up. Thank you very much for the $10. I appreciate it. Daydreamer says, I found your channel from Earth. Oh, awesome. She's the homie. The respect for her is 100%. What I've seen from you is today. What I've seen from you is you today, and I like what I see. I'll be here supporting you. Thank you, Earth, for suggesting. Thanks, Daydreamer. I appreciate it. I get a little wild. I'm not going to lie. I do have limits. I'm not going to be putting people's families up on my community page. That's just fucking the true sign of a broken person. I mean, I know what she was trying to do. Just like she made a video with a man's face in it, and saying it was my dad. You're not going to intimidate me or my family, Rebecca Turner. Nice try, though. All you did by doing that was prove exactly who you are. You're a doxing piece of shit. You dox children. You exploit your own children. What's worse than that? Hey, Curious, thanks for being here. If I haven't said hello already, hello again. 3 super chats means you're basically a grifter now. I know I'm grifting. Please send me cheeseburger money. It's cold behind the 7-Eleven. Just this narrative. I know I've mentioned it before, but B-Tim really goes out of his way to imply that people that have less money than him, or people that have the unfortunate situation of being, without a home, he looks down at these people. He's the kind of guy that would spit on a homeless person. He's the kind of guy that would kick a homeless person's foot as he walks by them and tell them to get a job. That's exactly why I hate the guy's guts. He's not a man. He's an impotent little child. But if you're going to sit over there, Timmy, worried about me getting super chats, showing who your bestie over there is, exposing her for exactly who she is. I know how that bothers you, Tim. Or should I call you Mr. Trot? What should I call you? Bitch ass. That's what you are. I'll get there, be real. I gotta work through this battle. I'm not gonna just start putting up a bunch of my fucking paintings on here. They're gonna rip them off and put them all over weird places. I'm not doing that. But I promise I will. I'm only here for lemon sinade. I like that. You know, Cash, I was considering shipping that painting to you, man, if you wanted it. Going through chat again. Again, if I didn't say hello, I apologize. Got a lot on my mind. Wait until tax time. She will have to pay the taxes. All of this. I know. That's what I've been hashtagging IRS. I mean, I am so good at trolling that fucking piece of shit that it's amazing. Like, and now that I know she's violent at home, like, geez, man, I have to admit, and I don't know why it surprised me, but it actually did surprise me that that's true. Like, what the fuck? How can you sound and act like the most violent person, and then actually still? And it's true that you are. Like, I thought that tough girl shit was an act. I guess it's not. I guess it's really who you are. You're really a fucking bully. You're really that stupid. My God. But I understand. You've got a tough situation. You don't have much family with you, Rebecca, and that's got to be tough. But that's not the world's fault. You got to stop taking out your deep inner sadness on everyone else around you. It's a bad look. And it's completely obvious to everyone who has half a brain in their head, by the way. It's easy to listen to one of your live streams, any of them. Skip ahead to any part where you're talking, and you can hear the sadness and despair in your existence. It's bad. People that used to love you don't love you anymore. People that you trusted have turned on you. That's karma. That's a result of you being a terrible person. Not just online, but in real life too. Right? Real life. I think you're about to find out how real life this gets. All right, back in chat. Catching up here. I'm only 40 minutes behind now. What's up, Willow? Thanks for being here, dude. Oh, look at that. Tim, you're going to be so mad about this. Are you watching, Timmy? I know you are, you little bitch. I know you're watching. Look, Timmy. Got another. With this, I can get a burger and a soda. Oh, shit. There goes the fucking neighborhood, Timmy. I'm going to be eating good behind that 7-Eleven tonight.
BTM needs to, BTM is a little bitch.
Sure enough. But I do appreciate that, Apple, very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. And Jones, I hope you don't think I was being too tough on you. Like I said, we don't talk in private, so I just want you to know how I'm feeling. You know, I understand where you guys are coming from. Fucking Nanya. I like Nanya so much, but like this is the relationship we have. Like, you know, she's got high moral standards, and I fail to meet them, and I'm okay with that. I really am. I don't live my life to make Nanya happy. I don't live my life to make anyone happy. You know, just my friends and family, people near me, people that I sit down and eat with. You know, those are the people that I care about most. You know, and then after that comes, you know, my YouTube friends, my social media friends. A lot of you I've I've bonded with, I've made great friendships with. Some of you, I'll probably meet in real life, and that's cool. I love that. But I'm also not here for friends. I came here to watch skateboard videos and graffiti videos, and that's why I came to YouTube. And then I found Mel. I was I know Timmy said in the past, he doesn't claim you. What a weird comment to say, B Tim. Claim me? I'm not here to be claimed, you little fucking twerp. I'm here to watch videos and have fun. Originally, shit got real. Like I said, down the rabbit hole news, I spent a lot of time over there. I feel bad going in there now because I don't want to drag my dirt in there because there's a lot of bees in there. But she's awesome. She's also not stupid. She knows exactly what's going on. I wish Ikemel all the success with his lawsuit against Roundup Church. I hope he gets everything he's asked for, because what was done to him was absolutely atrocious. Brady J says, everyone knows you're not stalking children. Yeah, I would never do that. Just to even say that out loud makes me fucking very unhappy. And she is spinning hard. I know that. She's what they call on Twitch coping. She's coping hard. Yes, we all need to continue to call her out, and anyone spreading misinformation. Amen, T-Roll. And that's what I'm going to ask of you guys. I mean, as much as I love the super chats and the pat on the back and all of that, I need you guys to get active for me. Whenever you see someone saying crazy shit about me or other people that you know that aren't true, correct that shit. Be brave. I need you guys to be brave with me. I'm starting to lose some energy here. I can't be brave by myself. Always. I need people that are afraid of her to stop being afraid of her. She can't hurt us. All she can do is talk. The worst thing she could do is what she did to Dolly Vision and send someone to your house. Someone can come to your house and try to hurt you at any given moment. Don't be afraid of some crackhead in Galesburg. I mean, it's not rational. She depends on the fact that a lot of people on here have a lot to lose, and she has nothing. What's the worst that can happen to her? Really, she's got nothing to lose. She doesn't have a job. She doesn't have social standing in her community. They all know that, oh, that's the woman, you know. She walks down the street, her neighbors shield their children from, don't look at her. She's a bad person. She has nothing to lose. That's why she gets off so hard on going after people that do have plenty to lose. She can't do shit to me. That's why she's now trying to go at my family. Good luck with that, Rebecca. Good luck. But don't you worry, I'm not going to be sharing all the information I have on you, because then I'll get canceled. But I have it in my head. I know exactly who you are, how you move. I got the timeline. You've lied to everyone. Shit, you even lie to yourself, girl. You actually think you're important. As far as me being relevant, I don't think you've met a motherfucker that's as relevant as me, Rebecca. For real. I'm in the penthouse suite in your head, rent free. It smells bad in here. Like regrets. Cigarette butts. Look at chat really again. I'm sorry guys if I'm dorking your chats. Bam Bam, thanks for being here. Everybody sub up to Willow, by the way. Hey Center, I always do two hearts, no disrespect. That's not disrespectful. The worker bees, Because worker bees do be buzzing over there. Yeah, ain't shit. Queen Bee ain't shit. B Tim ain't shit. Angie over there, bitch, you ain't shit. Cappy, go fuck yourself. You ain't shit. None of you people are gonna intimidate me. It is clear sign of mental illness that you think you're gonna intimidate me. Any of you. You actually have such an ego that you think your little fucking nickel dime operation here on YouTube is gonna have any effect on my reality. Bitch. Good luck. You can't even figure out where I live. Detective crackhead over there. Fucking wowzers. It's okay though. Trust no one ever. That's the Russian doctrine for sure. All right, moving ahead here. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else I want to talk about. I just want to make it clear. I mean, just to let you know, I would never work in a group of people to collect information on anyone. I didn't do that. I'm going to tell you something else that you might find surprising. I've never foiled one thing in my entire life. Well, I have just recently, but in the past, just before this week, I haven't. Like all the documents, all of her arrest records, all of the paperwork showing that she was physically violent in a domestic situation in her home. That was all mailed to me, emailed to me. In fact, the most recent information was emailed to several people. I'm not going to say who all got it, but like I asked around, did you get it? Did you get it? Yeah. So let's just nip that in the bud really quick. I didn't send anything to anyone. I have no correspondence with Hong, Nick the Hat, BHB, none of them. None of them. And this is the honest to God, sincere truth. I mean, if you had any evidence of that, you would have shown it already. Wouldn't you have, Becky? I know you're watching. Go brush your teeth and get dinner ready, Becky. That's what you should be doing. Sally says, did Queen Bee 100% do it? Because she said, saying her kids were fighting. I'm not going to get into that. Oh, actually, I will say this. I don't know what happened there. What I do know is the father is concerned. So, and from what I can tell, he seems to be a father that's attempting to protect his children from a dangerous situation. So I wish him success. And like I said, he's in my prayers. But that's all I'm going to say about it from here on out. Like you guys saw the report just like I did. We weren't there, so we really don't know. But the irony of, you know, Rebecca sitting over there getting her rocks off, talking about everyone else being violent. Okay, this is a subject that came up with Brittany the other day. Could you imagine if there was if B Tim had a channel and he pulled up a document that showed that there was domestic violence in my home and the police were called, and then if he found out that there was a custody thing, and then if he found out that there was information that I'm stalking and harassing a pregnant woman, threatening her with physical violence, what would you guys do to me? What would happen to Dave over here? Exactly what would go down? There wouldn't be 450 people here because nobody supports that. At the same time, it gets all the support at the Hive because all of that is true about Rebecca. It makes me sick that people support that. Do I do everything right? Hell no, I don't. Do I do anything anywhere near what that Hive does? No way. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. Sending people to people's houses, accusing people of being pedos, attacking the families of missing children, making up narratives, laughing at people, cruelly laughing at people's pain. I'd like to think that you guys wouldn't support that. I know you wouldn't. I know you wouldn't because there's so much pushback just putting a report out like I did yesterday. There's no way you would stand from that. So why do you stand for it? Why do they stand for it with her? It's a legit question. I just don't know. I really don't. I don't think it has longevity. And I'm not going anywhere. My channel's growing. They keep saying my channel is dying, blah, blah, blah. That's not what's important here. What's important here is me showing you who she is. And when I'm not doing that, I just hang out with you guys and we talk about shit. And that's it. That's what this is. It's nothing more than that. There's no stalking going on. I don't give a shit about her private life any more than curious as to whether or not she's violent. And that's been confirmed. She is violent in many ways to many people. Hey, Just Jake, thanks for being here. Well, I disagree with both sides going real life. No one has searched QB's kids. It's QB's fault that her kids appear in so many police reports. Amen. No one is seeking. No, I don't. I just even saying the word kids, it makes me uneasy. Like, I don't give a shit about any of that. Like, I would never Google search someone's kids. That's the fucking creepiest thing ever. But guess who has a history of doing that? Harboring videos of people's children. Rebecca Turner does. See how that works? It's projection 101. Pointing out the imaginary flaws in people that you hold yourself. Now, somehow we got to a point that I'm Sinner over here is a the boogeyman. Something goes wrong. You know that old cliche, like you stub your toe and you're like, thanks, Obama. It's like, no, it's like, thanks, Sinner. I fucking do. If it rains and it's your wedding, my fault. I'll take it. I just thought for a second, my head keeps going back to the fact that, like, the same people that were fueling the fire are now against what I'm doing about my moves. And I guess to an extent, I get it. But the major bulk of people that claim to be against what I'm doing, showing who she is and exposing who she is with receipts. That's the most important thing. It used to be if receipts or it didn't happen. I still live my life that way. If I make a bold claim about someone or something, I'm going to show you the receipt every time. If that receipt just happens to have a redacted names in it, that's going to happen. It's inevitable. But it's not lost on me that the same people that criticize me hardcore for what I do are the same people that do nothing. They're not sticking up for anybody. They're not calling out bad people for doing bad things. They're doing nothing. So I can't dwell on their opinion. I'm not going to dwell on their opinion. I'm going to keep doing me. I'm going to stand firm, and I'm not going to back down from this woman. If she wants to pull my family's pictures on her community wall and at the same time claim that someone's doxing her family, and anybody falls for that bullshit, good for them. The receipt that she's doxing my family is on her community wall. Where is her receipt that I'm doxing her family? There isn't one. There just isn't, because I don't, and I haven't. I do very much hope that everyone's safe there. And I understand Jones's biggest concern is like putting something out like I did yesterday could cause more turmoil in the household. And I fucking pray not, Jones, and that's not at all. You know what? I should have considered that, but I didn't. I was surprised that she would be violent domestically anyways, and I don't know why I was surprised about that. I was. Whenever she said yesterday or the other day about Chronicles of the Shady and the claims, oh, well, maybe she is this or that, or maybe it's a man and it's really a man that's doing this or that. That emboldened me completely to review the live. I was just simply going to review that part of her live because I'm sick of hearing that shit from her. Rebecca Turner is the predator. She's the one that collects information on all of us. She has a whole network of people that do it for her. She sends people to people's houses. She's been lying to everyone. I can't explain to you how frustrating it is because I know a lot more about her that you guys don't because everyone, now that I'm the flagship that goes after her, people send me everything. I can't show you everything. I wouldn't because that wouldn't be right. I just need you to take my word that she is even worse than I let you know. I am very much encouraged and pleased with the fact that she is being investigated by her local authorities for the shit she's doing online and in real life. That's good. That's some progress because we all know that YouTube's not going to hold her accountable for what she does. I mean, they couldn't. They can't, YouTube is in many ways ineffectual. They have rules and standards, but there's nothing whatsoever that forces them to enforce those rules and standards. We see it. Like we see people get dinged for the littlest thing, and then other people that are just completely overboard and spread information for 8 hours a day get away with it. So it's like it's hit or miss. It's a gamble, really. So a lot of ways we have to police ourselves, and we do. Like when I do something I don't like, boy, do I hear it. I got a lot of support emails. I got a lot of emails telling me to go fuck myself too. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Thankfully, it was no one that I actually care about. A couple death threats in there. That's fun. I don't think you want to creep up on a Marine Corps veteran, though. I really don't. Um, and quite the opposite of all these YouTube tough boys and girls. They say pull up, come get it. I'm not going to say any of that. What I recommend is you stay far the fuck away from me. Stay in your states. Don't come traveling to California. Don't go traveling to creep on my family. It's not going to work out well for you if you do. I got full awareness all the way across the board when it comes to my friends and family. They're all aware of who you are, Rebecca, and what you do. You're not scaring anyone. I know you sound tough. It's easy to get emboldened and puff up over there and everyone's just cheering you on. But when you turn that end live button on your StreamYard and you look down at the filthy ass room that you're in and that half a blunt that's sitting in that ashtray, you know you're a piece of shit. You're just upset that I'm showing everyone else that you're a piece of shit. That must be disturbing to you. It's gotta be. So carry on with the fake laughs, the threats, the ego stroking, the nicknames, the giggling, the innuendo. Has no effect. You're a nobody. All right, look at chat real quick. Mamacita, great name. Thanks for being here. And anything I read here in chat's going to be out of context because I'm so damn far behind. But Missouri, great name. Thanks for being here. I saw Hippoporium. I'm not sure if I highlighted you, but Hippie, it's good to see you as always. Yanni Yanni says Hippie actually caused someone to lose their job during Kali Rodney case. But actually, she did him a favor because he got a better job. Just saying, it's awesome. Yeah, I'll tell you what. That's why they're going after my family and some of my YouTube friends. They're squarely going after them. And the reason they're doing that is because I'm self-employed. If you guys don't know this, I'm not wealthy. I live You know, painting to painting, often months. Some months I can make a bunch of money, and then some months I don't make any money because it's dependent on, you know, the market for my paintings. But that's what I do. I make paintings. B Tim doesn't like them, but B Tim sits next to a crackhead that doxes babies. So I mean, his opinion doesn't matter when it comes to my art, at all. Timmy T. Oh, did I tell you I know exactly who he is? So when he sits over there and doxes everybody, and he doesn't think he's going to be figured out himself, I mean, how stupid can you be, Timmy? Don't don't answer. That was rhetorical. Real stupid. I will have merchandise with his photo on it. I promise that too. Leo over there. Who would choose to review Betty over keeping your man and children? Insane to me. What could be? Yeah, her priorities are fucked. Completely fucked. Like she's got to go to court tomorrow. Like if I had to go to court tomorrow for what she's got to go to court tomorrow for, I would be a fucking mess. I would need a support group. I'd hope my fucking mom and dad were there, my sisters, and we'd sit around and try to game how, you know, how can we make this better? The only way she can make her life better is if she takes accountability for herself. And guess what? She's not capable. The drugs have broken her to the point where she's unable to take accountability for the terrible things that she does. And that's fucking scary, guys. I mean, there's nothing more dangerous than somebody with nothing to lose. And she is that. I can't tell you how many emails I've gotten where people were like, "Oh, I watch you every live and thank you so much for doing this and like keep going, stay strong." And then it's unfailingly followed with, "But I don't chat because I'm afraid of her. I'm afraid of what she will do. She's a real lifer and it's scary." And like, that sucks that she makes hundreds of people feel that way, maybe thousands. People are actually afraid of her. And she gets off on that because she's a sadist. She enjoys causing pain upon people and then observing it. It brings her physical gratification. It's sick. It really is sick. Just listen how she laughs at people when she says to somebody, go get beat on by your boyfriend again. Or when she says to me, a recovering alcoholic, "Oh, he's drunk. He's drunk. He's drunk." Keep saying I'm drunk. That's fine. At least at least I'm a good person. A good person that's drunk is better than whatever the fuck you are, Rebecca. What have you ever produced in this world? Have you ever made anything? Have you ever written anything? Where was the best place you've ever traveled to, Rebecca? What's your favorite book? You're barely human because you can't answer any of those questions because you've done nothing with your life. Your life started out with middle school shoplifting, and you've been a fucking crook your entire life, all the way up to right this moment. I would hate me too if I were you. I don't blame you for that. But you don't fucking scare me, and I'm not backing down. Now you can run around and tell people you're suing me and cops are coming for me and all the other same bullshit you've been saying about me for 6 months. You got nothing. I don't break the law, and you fucking know it. I'm not you. I'm not a career criminal. The few times that I've been in trouble, I was embarrassed about them. You wear your fucking violent, drug riddled background like a badge of honor. That's why you're a bad person. It's not shit you should be proud of. It doesn't make you tough. It makes you stupid. And you weren't even good at that. You got busted at that. So this whole YouTube situation for you is one last ditch effort to try to conjure up some pride in yourself, to try to be somebody, right? You fuck that up too. I mean, you are somebody. You're just a piece of shit. That sucks. I'm not going to address the continuous um commentary coming from the Hive that I'm misogynistic and I hate women and all that. That's just a crock of shit. All the women in my life know that that's not true. So I mean, I can't let that shit bother me. Let them say whatever they want. If you want to be respected as a woman, though, Rebecca, you need to be a good example of one. I respect people for who they are. I disrespect people for who they are. Not what's between their legs when they take their clothes off. That's not important to me the way it is you. Hey KCG, thanks for being here. I know it's not easy for you, KCG, to deal with this bullshit, so I appreciate you being here. KCG says, and honestly, if it wasn't for her and B Tim tearing me up because I said cheese wasn't Narcos clips on another channel, I heard lies about me. Well, that's what they do. They'll just discredit you, KCG. Like I know you don't. I know KCG's not down with the bullshit, and I'm glad you feel safe here. And I definitely have your back as much as I can. I don't know. I got a couple emails that really energized me. You know, got me feeling motivated to, even if it wasn't, maybe I should have second guessed myself yesterday before I showed that shit, but and I knew what was coming. I didn't expect my family to be on their community wall. That's bold. Um, she wants me to jump in my car and take a trip to Illinois and end up on the news. Too smart for that. Way too smart for that. The fact is, she's just not worth it. I could sit here and point out exactly who she is from 2,000 miles away. And guess what, Rebecca? There's not a fucking thing you could do about it. You could sit over there and just clock around. You could say as many words as you want to try to embolden your fantasy life, your fucking fantasy existence. You actually think that fuck around and find out. What I'm gonna say to you is SAFO. Stick around and find out. Stick around and find out. I mean, what kind of crackhead thinks they're going to intimidate a Marine? I mean, really? Do you know the things I've seen in my life, Rebecca? Do you have any idea the endurance that I have? I think you're finding out. All right, I'm going to jump ahead and chat. Sorry, guys. I'm way behind. Grandma Sherry, if I didn't say hello, hello. And just to be abundantly clear, those of you who are criticizing me for showing those documents of her being violent inside of her home, I understand. I truly do. I get it. Would I do it differently today than I did yesterday? Probably not. I find it important that people know that she's violent today in her home. I mean, this is a lot of you are in the true crime community. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if there was a true crime case and then that same document was presented about someone involved in the case? How would that make that person look in that case? Hmm. Guilty of violence. Why did she get a pass? Why did she get a pass for being violent? Why did she get a pass for doxing everybody? How did she raise $150,000 without never once showing her face? We don't even know who people are sending money to. Be anybody. And I'm just saying this hypothetically before anybody gets their panties in a bunch. I would love to talk to Christopher, but I'm not going real life that way. But if he catches wind of this, holler at your boy, because I know there's more to this story. And this is a very, again, this message is from 3:16, so an hour alone. When it says, but I gotta respect Chico's comments. It says, I'm sorry, but that's weird as fuck to me. So you hate me as much, you hate me that much, you're gonna send me money to threaten me. Oh yeah, about the Cash App. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've been called all kinds of slurs from the N word to the F word. You know, it's nobody's business who I sleep with, but if you really got to know, I'm a heterosexual, boring ass person when it comes to that kind of stuff. I mean, my gay black boyfriend may feel differently about it, but no, I mean they're trying to do anything. Like being gay is an insult. I am a straight guy, but like being gay isn't an insult, you guys. Like what is this, 1972? The fuck? I'll never understand it. There's so much hate at the Hive. You know, they're calling that Hong guy kimchi, like just racist, straight up racist, fucking blatant racism right there in everyone's face. So you support a woman who's domestically violent, racist, grifting, and a liar. Fuck, and drugs. This is who the Hive is supporting. You guys understand how that fucking breaks my brain a little bit, right? You must. Dolly did a live today. Oh no, I don't care about Dolly. Sorry. He went after Granny. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Dolly, I'll get to him. He's bad. They have gone too far. Brittany says, I'm sorry, Senator. If people are going to have you defend them, at least they could do is stand with you while she drags you. I know my feelings were kind of hurt today, but I got over it. It is what it is. I stand with you, Senator. The worst thing people can do is cower to her. I know. I think I told you that same thing. When she was going after you after that video stuff, I was just like, whatever you do, don't let that crackhead seeing you crying because she physically gets like physical enjoyment from it. I mean, that's what sadists do. It's like a turn on. It's sick. It's like the kind of person that like I'll leave it there. It's not good. I'll tell you that. But you're right, and I appreciate you, Brittany. I'm also not in business with Brittany. I just stood up for her one time, and now she hangs out in the chat every once in a while, and every once in a while I'll pop into her chat. That's it. That's the extent of it. What's wrong with that? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Now you did what you thought was right. That's a real friend. Don't ever think that's in her. I appreciate you, Chico. There's something about Chico. I get the same vibe, but Chico and Duchess, both of them, like when they tell me some shit, I listen in a different way than I do everyone. Because they're the real deal, and I'm envious of their grace. Let's see. All right, 1 full hour behind in chat. Oh yeah, send that burger money. Thanks, Grandma Sherry, for sharing that. I did get one Cash App, $6. Gonzo, whoever Gonzo is, sent me $6. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, I'm going to focus on chat here for a little bit and stop ranting. I hope you guys listen. The people that believe me are probably already going to believe me. The people that don't are not anyways. So I might be just spinning my wheels here, but I wanted to make it real clear that I am a solo Marine in this venture. I do have allies, I do have buddies, but I don't send anyone anything. Nobody sends me anything. At least no content providers that I know. In fact, the person that sent me the email with the information yesterday or the other day with showing the violence within Queen Bee's home was anonymous. It was like Queen Bee exposed 1749-32 or some shit like that. I don't know who the fuck that is. Could that be Hong? Maybe. Could it be Nick the Hat? It could be, but I don't fucking know. I don't talk with them. I don't fucks with them. I don't understand why people I don't understand why the Hive can't understand that I independently fucking think they're despicable people. I'm not part of a group of people. I don't need to be part of a group to know you're a piece of shit, Buzzy. I mean, that's crazy to even think. That's crazy to even think. I mean, you're showing paranoid delusions. And I mean, I know that these words get thrown around here in this genre, you know, in this with you guys, with me, I even oversay it, but that's exactly what it is. It's no different than when you were laughing at BHB saying that someone put a tracker on her car. It's the same level of paranoia. I think you're paranoid, Buzzy, because of the drugs, though. I think that's what you got you paranoid. You know, I think BHB is paranoid because people have been fucking drive by her house. We know that's true. Beer Can Island. Ironically, one of your favorites over there, huh, Queen Bee? You're not good at this, Queen Bee. You're not good at life, and you're definitely not good at YouTube. My goodness. Like you probably could have got away with your bullshit for many, many years, but then you fucked with me. You fucked up. You're gonna learn about loss. You're gonna take the biggest fucking L with me. And like I said, when it happens, someone start the fire, I'll bring the fucking marshmallows. I'm taking a few small losses here myself too, Buzzy, just so you know. You probably know that. People that I used to have some people that used to have my back no longer do. That's cool. I'm actually okay with that. Some people are turning back on me, you know, to protect themselves, and I respect that. A lot of people have more to lose than I do. I mean, what are they going to do? I've said it before, but they call my boss, and my cell phone that's sitting right here is going to ring. So they got nothing. See, Wild Scott Roy says algorithm needs to stop pushing people like her out. Well, here's the sick truth. We live in a capitalist society where money rules everything, you know. Cash rules everything around me. And that's just the way it is. So she makes enough money over there that YouTube gets such a huge cut that it's permitted. It's sick, but it's permitted. Let's see, Jonesy says the report pertained to her kids. Yes, but you're not stalking, doxing, harassing kids. No, I am not. And I would never. That's ludicrous. Just be careful and take care of you. That's my plan. I'm careful. As careful as I can be. I know it's dangerous, you know, battling these people, but I knew that all along. I made a bought. I sorry, I skipped ahead in chat. Back in the day when I was young, I see you, Cash. Thanks, Megan Els. Awesome, 250 likes. I mean, isn't that an indication to you, Rebecca Turner, that people are fucking sick and tired of your fucking bullshit? That my silly ass over here with a fucking lemon avatar just pops up a random live stream and it has 400 people in there that fucking despise you. I mean, they really don't like you. I mean, part of the reason they don't like you is because I've meticulously shown exactly who you are as a person, both here online and in real life. No wonder you fucking hate me. No wonder you say I beat women. No wonder you say I was never in the Marines. No wonder you say I impersonate your lawyer because I am your own personal fucking boogeyman. I am. Who? And you think the way you're going to get out of this, being exposed the way you are, is to just continue to lie and make stuff up and be more violent? Okay. Okay. Cool. I'm here for it. Let's go. I'll document the whole thing. When I find it out, I'll report back to my chat and let them know what's going on. You really did fuck with the wrong guy. I mean, obviously, you have a difficult time with men. I mean, you got B Tim over there running the men's department for fuck's sake. Oh, he's such a bitch. I cannot get over it. I'm not, like, again, you know, I was in the military. I've seen men from all walks of life, all shapes and sizes, all religions, all sexual preferences. Like, and B Tim is Still the biggest bitch I've ever fucking encountered in my life. My goodness. What a fucking sniveling little brat of a human being. We're talking about the Chinese market, and honestly, in my opinion, shut the fuck up, you little bitch, man. What is wrong with you? How much is she paying you, for fuck's sake? Here, mark my words. I say, how much is she paying you? And because he's over there with his hand on his balls, thinking about me, listening to this, the next chance he gets to be on that panel, he's gonna be like, hey, he says that you're paying me. You're fucking useless, dude. Ah, I know I come across as mean, but seriously, you're such a fucking little puke, man. Honestly. Especially since I saw what you look like now. Holy fuck, dude. No wonder you don't cam up. Good lord in the morning. You've got a punchable face, B Tim. Isn't that what Granny's watching said?
BTM needs to. He can't. BTM is a little bitch.
Yeah, he is. All right, I'm gonna skip ahead to the beginning of chat here, and then I don't know how to make a poll yet, and I don't want to complicate things. Let's see. Amanda T, thanks for being here. Says, don't believe QB is bothered by what BHB says or does. It's just a way for her to go eye views and money. Oh, yeah, exactly. I mean, it's all about money. You know what I mean? Listen, I can't keep a secret. Like if I was working with BHB, you would fucking know it. Like that's the of course they have to say that because again, it's another attempt at discrediting me because of course everyone there hates BHB. So if they say I'm working with BHB, then I'm even more of the devil. I'm not. If I was, I would tell you guys. I think B10 called me a double agent today. Dude, you really need to start writing comic books and stop thinking about me when you masturbate. Those two things it'll improve your life vastly. Seriously. Stop fantasizing about me. That's unwarranted. YouTube is an a-hole says every time she's been outed before, it's deny, deny, deny. And the panel regulars back her up. The same with BHB exposes her mugshot she denied. Yeah, I know. That whole thing about they doxed the wrong person. No, they knew it was you the whole time. I did the due diligence. They knew it was you, and you were denying it because you were embarrassed about your fucking violent drug background. Esther, what's up, Esther? Good to see you here. Says if he keeps wearing them yoga pants, he won't have any balls. They'll be nutmegs. Seriously, the amount of times that they talk about my balls, it's just fucking amazing. And then, excuse my language, I don't want to bother anyone with talk like that, but they talk about my nuts way too often. It's fucking wild. I mean, from Wispy to all of them. Each one of them have at least. I actually made a little compilation, but I'm not. It's too weird to put out. Like every single one of them have talked about my balls. It's weird. You're not going to find me talking about that every day. Yeah, it's just weird. Zoots and Boots says so fleshy, flabby Jaws guy, or or a needle nose, spineless looking worm man. That's more accurate. Tummy Timmy or trim twerp. Trim twerp. He's a trim twerp. I've been sent photos of what people said were him in the past, and I'm like, that doesn't look. But the most recent one, I'm like, oh, that's him. You could just see the formation of his filthy little mouth, his soup cooler. That's definitely Timmy. Little snot bitch. Be Timmy's blue gumballs. Great name as always. Liza, what's up? I don't believe that they have the same personality. Oh shit, I'm not sure who you're referencing. But if they lose YouTube, they don't have many options. If people don't have options, they're going to fight dirty, in my opinion. MIE? In my experience, sorry. That's probably right. She's sitting on 2 strikes, so she's real close to losing her channel. And then she'll just be ban evading like Laura's doing, or is it not Laura? Like Molly Golightly. She's not going away. See, B isn't bothered by any of this shit. She just wants to be a victim. That's it exactly. Continue to do her dirty work behind the scenes or on here. Please B ain't worried about anyone but herself. I know it. I know it. It's become more evident than look, if someone shared a police report like I shared yesterday about me, I'm not sure how quickly I would want to go onto the internet. But when I did go onto the internet, what I would do is say, look, this is a private family matter. The documents don't clearly represent the scenario. I understand why you guys are upset. But once I get it resolved, I'd be happy to check back with you and let you know how things are going. But at this time, I would respect privacy in my own personal matters. But she didn't do that. She did what you shouldn't do. She made accusations to her own family. She just went off the fucking chain, completely out of control. I can assure you there are no children out there that are afraid of me. That's a crazy thing to say about somebody. I would never do anything to hurt a child. In fact, I live my life in such a way that if I see someone else hurting a child, I'm bothered by it. And I take actions on it. Take that for what you will. But rest assured, there are no children in harm around me because I'm not an evil, violent person. I'm quite the opposite, despite my name. Let's see. Earth says January 11th, 2025. Hong Z posted at 11:48 a.m. the police reports. Why are people over here being blamed for posting them when they are on X? See, I'm not on X. I heard that too, although I didn't look. Well, crackhead Rebecca over there, her theory is that I got the reports and then sent them to everyone, and that's simply not true. I already shared with Earth the background information on this. I read. Look, I'll do this. I'll do you guys a solid. You guys bought me enough cheeseburgers. I'll give you some insider information here, and I hope that this doesn't dissuade the person that sent me the email from sending me or more information, because now I'm really interested in what's going on. And to the person that just sent me email at 9:39, I did see your email. I'll get back to it. But the question was, who's telling you I'm wrong about doing what I did yesterday? A lot of people are. People that I love and respect, but it's also some of the same people that egged me on the whole time, and it's like, finally somebody's speaking up. I should have expected it, but I don't trust easy, but I do trust hard, if that makes any sense. All right, I'm going to read you the first email that they sent to me. And I'm going to tell you right now, it was at 9:19 p.m. on what was it? It was on the 9th. All right, I'm going to read it to you. It says, "Hey, Sinner, I'm sending this to..." I can read. I do stutter when I get worked up. Let them laugh at me. I don't give a fuck. It says, "Hey, Sinner, I'm sending this to you along. I'm sending this to you along to a few others as well. YouTube creators. I watch you all the time. I am local to Queen Bee. She wants to speak about you and your family. People being high, in quotations, whenever her husband left her, is fighting for full custody. He wants nothing to do with her. Attached is a document that shows this. He left her because she won't get off the drugs. He now is having a baby soon, and Queen is physically threatening his pregnant partner." She's using the money she gets that she claims from is for Bullhorn Betty lawsuit for her custody case, drugs, and a bunch of other shit. She lays in her pajamas all day long in her filthy house, and then says in quotations, "pics attached." I never received pictures of her house. Well, I not from this person, but it says pics attached. But what was actually attached was nothing more than the legal documents that I showed you guys yesterday. This is why she's so bad. She's miserable, filthy, and strung out. They have no idea who they are supporting. I will send you more soon. No signature. And attached to that were 3 pages, and those were the 3 pages that I redacted. Children's names were already redacted from it when I received it. I went ahead and redacted the baby daddy's name and Rebecca Turner's home address. I didn't dox anybody. Never have. But I mean, if you want to keep up with that narrative, QB, go ahead. It just makes you look like a big fat liar, even more than it's already been established. I mean, eventually people are going to catch on to you. I mean, there were a couple days Ital was on fire that people actually were starting to second guess you. How quickly we forget who you really are. Not me, though. Not this guy. I know exactly who you are. I see your game. That's why I have no respect for you. As a YouTube creator, I have no respect for you. As a parent, I've got no respect for you. As just as a woman, I've got no respect for you. As just a random person in society, no respect. I've got zero respect for you. I've only fucking been paying attention to you for about a year. That's all it took to figure you out. I see right through your bullshit and you know it. Must bother you. It must bother you. You look out, you look at a sea of people and everyone's brainwashed, and then there's that one person that's looking right at you. That's me, bitch. I see right through your bullshit. Marie's still scarred from the blue gumball story. Yeah, yeah. Marco says, Earth, I am sick of everyone coming at Sinner for showing it on here. I respect that, Narcos, but it's gonna happen. I mean, these fucking people have been trying to cancel me. I mean, it started again. I realize keep repeating myself. I seem defensive, but whenever they started saying that I beat women in a community that's almost all women, that was like a sniper taking a shot at you. And I was just walking down the street and I said, guess what? You fucking missed because I don't have anything like that on my criminal record. Nothing like that. Never. But it's coming from a violent person, which is it's insulting. At least be a decent person and call me out. All right. I'm gonna stay on with you guys for a little bit longer, but I do have to run out front really quick. I have a delivery. So give me 1 minute and I'll put a video on for you. Give me 1 minute and I will be right back. Do I have something that's a minute long? Shit, I don't. Here, this one. I'll be right back, guys. Stick with me. All right, I'm back. Guys, trying to be chatty. I'm like, come on, come on, come on. All right. Where were we? Let's see. As she 3 strikes and your YouTube channel is canceled. Yeah. She's already sitting on 2 strikes. She'll deny it, but let's just say Dave knows. Another thing that was funny about those documents that came out yesterday, and I think a lot of people missed this part. She said on her live stream, "Oh, I put a little word in somebody's ear to see if they'll talk about it," and they did, and they did. So what she was implying there, that it was her idea that that stuff came out. She just wanted to see who would do it. I mean, how crazy is that? Hey, Nene, thanks for being here. I'm very far behind the chat. Sorry, guys. Let's see. 3 strikes can end a channel. Infringement notice basically each time. That's it. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I fucking ran over there. Like losing points on a license. Exactly it. Yep. The contract between YouTube can be canceled and content removed potentially. I got a warning one time because I was making a video about QB and I I was an asshole and put like a kid with a liquor bottle because we all know on her criminal record she's been convicted of furnishing minors with alcohol. So I was being snarky and tried to put that in there. I've never got such a quick response from YouTube, man. They fucking slapped that shit down. They were like, "Fuck no, that's against a lot of policies, bro. You can't do that." And I didn't know, so I had to quickly make a quick change and post it back up. But then I had to go to like terms of service school and had to wait. It was a warning. It was finally lifted on December 24th. So I was trying to be good with my videos until that happened. All right. I was just making a point that I've seen multiple creators lie and deny, and no one cares. Oh yeah. On the flip, I've seen creators tell the truth, and people hate forever. That's it. Boy, people actually have legit hate for me. It's wild. Perfect strangers that believe a bunch of lies about me what are sending me things that say, "I hope you don't live anymore." It's going to take a lot more than a broken down crackhead in Illinois to break me. I'll tell you that. I promise you. Some days it affects me, other days it's just comedic. I mean, today was a particularly interesting day that she's like posting photos of my family. But what do you think that's going to do? Scare me away? We've been at this for a year and she thinks doing that's going to scare me away. But all the other shit didn't scare me away. That's how stupid she is. I mean, legit lack of intelligence. Oh, Liza, yeah, she's got 2 strikes. And she's listening so closely that she's going to say on her next live stream, "I don't have any strikes on my channel. I don't know what little Cindy over there saying." Yeah, you do. You do. You know it. I know it. Timmy probably doesn't know it. She probably keeps that little bitch in the dark. But for real talk, I used to think that like if it reached the point like this where she's just full out doxing people. Okay, grandma, I saw your comment. I respect that. Um shit. You threw off my train of thought. Oh yes. There was for a long time I thought if it reached the point where Rebecca is just flat out doxing people, showing their homes, showing children's bus stops, saying full government names like on a live stream. I thought it would reach a point where little Timmy over there would be like, "Hey man, don't do that. Hey man, don't do that, man." But he didn't. That moment's never come. So that leads me to believe that he's just as bad as she is, and he could be held culpable for the shit that he does. And he can also fuck off because he ain't shit. Hey Yvette, thanks for being here. Says you didn't speak out. You didn't speak out anything on a child. The reports show that QB does in her life, she is a violent person. She is a violent person. She's a violent drug addict. That's what she is. And like, she's going to call that defamation. And I'm going to say, you admitted to that already. I mean, you talk about beating the brakes off people. There are just recent documents that show that you're violent. And you brag about sitting around getting high all day long. That's what a drug addict does. Gets high all day long. You're gonna be like, it's just weed, it's just weed. Okay. Still a drug. Just like anything else. Like, that's like telling me I'm not violent. I just hurt people with butter knives. Butter knives aren't weapons. Well, depends on how you use it. Same goes for your marijuana. It's not a narcotic, but you could definitely abuse marijuana. And you do, Rebecca. It's gross. You smoke weed like you're a college sophomore, but you don't have the credentials to get into college. So you didn't earn it. Fucking sloppy Marley over there. Slob Marley. Just Irish, thanks for being here. Says there are 10,000 news stations blasting police reports 24/7. I am not down with protecting predators. Nobody is. Nobody is. And that's the whole thing with Clomani's ex-husband. Not only was he a pedo, but he was also collecting tons of images and distributing. I mean, and that's someone that she lived with and trusted. So, like, how do we trust her judgment whatsoever? I know she's a victim. I heard it all before, but I'll tell you what. I'll be straight up with you guys. I don't speak on missing children cases too often, but one of the main reasons that I posted that video, not only to show how shitty Illuminati's judgment is, but I also wanted to show that that man's last name is similar to family member involved in the current case that everybody's making money off of. And I thought a funny coincidence that this man got out of jail 2 days after the Sebastian Rogers went missing. Now, I'm not going to get into it. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I thought it was really funny that she's so connected to this case and her ex-husband has a last name that's connected to a family. That shit freaked me out. I was probably wrong about it. That's why I didn't pursue it any further. But let there be no question about it. Her judgment of character is leaves a lot to be desired. I'll leave it at that. Let's see here. X sharing is not doxing. Cross-platform promoting is built within terms of service, is not doxing to cross-share. However, intent is subjective and family intimidation is criminal. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's also slander to say that I'm stalking her minor children. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to urge her to stop talking about her children the way she does because it's so cringe. Like, just stop doing it. I'm not going to be talking about your family anymore. I'm going to stay more focused on your violence. It's just difficult when your victims are your family. So like it was a tough subject yesterday. I understand, and I understand people's feelings about it, but I don't think you could deny the fact that it's true. I mean, you could deny it, but I mean, it's sort of like denying that the world is round. Sorry, shout out flat earthers. All right, scanning along. Let's see, I actually don't approve, but I actually sat in Hive chats and felt the same. I mean, she's really convincing. I mean, because she like starts a drum beat with lie, 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 lie. It almost gets you into a trance, and like before you know it, that's your reality. A bunch of lies, a fantasy world, and then you got B Tim up there acting like an authority figure. I just don't get it. Yep, and there's my Cash App if you're feeling generous, because this is only for money. Like the $10 that somebody might send me in a Cash App is making all of this worthwhile. That's how fucking stupid they are. I get embarrassed for them. It's called vicarious embarrassment. I noticed a lot of people have been calling it secondhand embarrassment and whatnot. The technical term is vicarious embarrassment. That's what's felt when I listen to most of those people talk. See, SG, I can't recall the specifics, but I think possibly sharing a court case that was restricted view may be one, or sharing naked autopsy child content links. I don't recall. Yeah, she sure did. She's a sick fucking person. I mean, part of the reason that I won't stop like calling her out is because I truly am bamboozled and confused as to how she can get away with this. I can't even call a C word the C word without getting damn near canceled and losing 500 subscribers. She's over there smacking people around and fucking sending people to people's houses and doxing the living shit out of people. How? How is this? How is this possible? How did someone that's done nothing with their entire existence, never served in the military, never went to school, never helped her community, how does she end up with a higher social status than me? I just don't understand it. It's really not that personal, but it still does. It blows my fucking mind. It's like, yeah, come on. I mean, you got to be kidding me. Dave, you better get a burger from Wendy's. Oh yeah, of course. I like In-N-Out better though, but fast food is so fucking expensive in California. It's wild. Um, Back in chat again. If I missed your chat, I do apologize. Um, I see how other people run their channels and they don't even pay attention to chat unless you pay them, and I'm not that guy. Although I will absolutely stop for a second and pause and highlight any contributions. That's just the proper thing to do. I mean, I've sent super chats to channels and got neglected. I mean, I've actually been a member of a channel for a whole year, and then on my 1 year anniversary, I sent a super chat and nobody even acknowledged it. That shit sucked. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. I see you. I see it, Cash. Cash is correcting my verbiage. Grandma Sherry is correcting my verbiage. I get it. I get it. You guys act like you just met me. Narco says, let me say a few times I have seen her on cam. She has always shown her legs, always been in PJ bottoms, just saying. Yeah, because she's a turd that just sits around all day. I mean, all day, doing nothing. She says, strung out on weed. Yeah, see, those are my words. That was in the email. I hope everyone that's listening understands what I was reading was the email that accompanied those files. I didn't FOIA anything. I didn't send that shit to anyone. Well, that's not true. That's not absolutely true. When I received it, I sent a screenshot to one person and I was like, oh my God, look what she did. But there was no mass text. I don't know who Hong is. I don't know how to get a hold of that guy. I wouldn't even if I did. I mean, that's not my game. I haven't reached the level where I'm so desperate that I have to go get mixed up in some crazy bullshit to continue to call her out. I mean, I understand she thinks that's the case, but it's not. I can do it right here from home with my Chromebook that I got at a pawn shop, they say. They're so pathetic. I mean, they literally pick apart everything about me. And what they're left with is a mountain of lies that they're telling everyone. A mountain of lies. Then Hong put it out before PHP. I think that's what Earth was saying, although I don't know how the timeline went. I really don't. Suit says oxyweed melts brains. Yeah, I don't know what she's on. I don't know what kind of drug she's on. She says she's only on marijuana, but I mean, I've experienced drug addicts in my life, and like you can hear, their highs and lows. You know what I mean? It seems to me, and of course I can't confirm this because how could I? But it seems to me that she's on drugs other than marijuana. With the paranoia and all that other stuff. But I truly don't know. So don't take that as church. I just but I honestly I didn't know until Earth told me that Hong put it out before me. So how the fuck did I send it to everybody? I mean, you know what's up. I'm so effective at calling her out that she wants to get rid of me. I don't blame her. I ain't going nowhere because I'm not afraid. I mean, if you want to threaten my family, then you're just entering yourself into a whole nother realm of legal trouble, Rebecca. But you do you. She says it's like a vicious verbal attack. Wait, it's like vicious verbal false attacks cause PTSD. Well, it's completely possible. And I've been pretty open with you guys that, I'm a recovering alcoholic and I also deal with, moderate depression. I'm not medicated for it because I was prescribed medicines for it, but it changed who I was and it didn't. So sometimes you just got to deal with being bummed out. And this is not medical advice. I'm just sharing my experience, you know. So there have been some things that have been said about me, specifically the stolen valor and the domestic violence stuff that it's terrible to hear that about yourself, especially when there's a bunch of like legitimately bad people all clustered together that are just echoing it. But I think what they misunderstand is I'm well past that point. It's been established. I've proved that they're lying. So the more they say it, just makes them look crazy. You know, it's just repeating a lie over and over again. Um, I mean, 100%. So it doesn't have an effect on me. And I think some of them know. I mean, Rebecca, she's a real good, nasty bastard. You know what I mean? Like, so she probably knows that that doesn't affect me. So she has to always come up with new creative ways to try to cut me down. You know, the newest one is I'm working with BHB or I'm working with Hong or no, I'm not. I'm not working with anyone. I'm solo, El Fidolo, all by myself. And that's probably more intimidating to her than me being in a group because I'm getting so much done and I'm so effective in exposing her for exactly who she is all by myself. And I'm not the smartest guy. I mean, I do enjoy reading. I did well in school. I did go to college. So, I'm not bragging. And I know there are plenty of people on here that are far more intelligent than I am. But what I do know is I'm not as stupid as she is. And I'm certainly not as stupid as she thinks I am, which is probably more important. Liza says, I can see why QB made the connection between you and BHB. I assume the same. Assuming never good practice. Sorry. Don't worry, Liza. I mean, I was making some scathing videos against BHB. And if Rebecca had fucking any common sense at all, she would have just left me alone because I wasn't even bought. She knew that I already fucking hated her guts because she's such a piece of shit, but I left it be because it wasn't personal. But for some reason, she had a few slow days and she knows whenever she talks shit on me, she gets everyone riled up and makes money from it, that she couldn't help herself. The greed has put her in the position that she's in. So at that point, I stopped making it didn't make sense to me. Why am I going to continue to make videos about this person's enemy when this person's attacking me? So all I did was hit the pause button on the BHB shit and went ahead and went at the person that was coming at me. And it hasn't stopped. So I've had no time to go back. Remember me, Sinner, the guy that put out the fucking body cam videos of BHB that everyone crucified me for? Do you think that's something that someone would do if they're in business with them? Their thought process is not logical. It's paranoid. It's dangerous. I'm not even sure if they believe it themselves or if it's just the official narrative that they're running with. In any case, I need you guys to know that it's absolutely not true. And there's no love between me and Bullhorn Betty. And from what I didn't hear it myself, but someone sent me a message while I was live and said that she has publicly said that we're not working together. So thanks for that, BHB. It's very important for you guys in my chat and people that support my channel to know that, because that would be crazy. And of course, that's why Timmy's over there. He's a double agent. Honestly, he's a double agent, in my opinion. Let's see. Narco says, I'm going to be the ass that says it. B Tim doesn't cam up. Listen to how he talks about women. I bet he has a past of beating on women. Yep, I said it. Yeah, I saw his picture. It would have to be a really meek woman if he was beating on them. I'll say that because he doesn't look like he would stand up against a strong wind. But I mean, I hope not. I hope there aren't physically violent people to women lurking around, even on the peripherals of any community that I'm in, because I do not stand for that whatsoever. Do not trust. Clue is in the name. Backy is back. I don't know. You missed me with that one. All right. I'm 15 minutes behind in chat, so scooting along. But yeah, I hear you, Narcos. I mean, it could be. I mean, but I don't know. I don't want to get into the could be shit because that's what got me so fired up about what she was saying about Shady. Shady, what she said is Shady could be a man and a predator against children. She straight up said that. She said it months ago, and then she just said it again the other day. That's what made me go live. That's why I scheduled my live. And then after I had already scheduled my live, then I received that email, and it was like a bombshell. And boy, was I put in a dilemma. I asked some people, should I? And they were like, no, you shouldn't. Other people were like, you fucking have to. So I kind of went with my gut, and that's what it is. I mean, if you want to call it, and if you want to call it real life, I respect your opinion on that. I guess it is. But I never said I never said I wasn't real life. I don't understand where this I don't even know where this idea of what's real life and what's not real life. All of this is my real life. I'm really sitting at a desk talking to real people on my computer about real things. What the fuck is more real life about this? I mean, what's not real life about this? I mean, we're not in the metaverse here. We're not AI, at least not all of us. So, I mean, that's always been my stance on it. The first time I heard somebody saying, "Oh, he went real life," or "They went real life," I was like, "What the fuck? Fuck does that even mean?" Like, you mean like when Rebecca sent people to Dolly's house? That's real life, right? That's real life. But if I show a document that shows that she's domestically violent, that's real life too. I thought I had to at least get in my car to go real life. Oh, I don't have a car, right, Tim? Bitch ass. So, I mean, my opinion has always been this whole idea of real life and not going real life and this and that. It basically comes down to a system of control. If they tell everyone that, hey, nobody's allowed to go real life, and that's just the rule, that's how we do it, that allows them to control everyone whilst they're going real life in the background like crazy. I saw that right away, and I'm like, no, 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 fuck that. If you're going to put out my name, I'm going to put out your name. I am drawing the line today because I'm not putting out photographs of Rebecca Turner's family. Hello? Oh, my shit disappeared. That's weird. I'm not going to do that. I'll put pictures of her out all day, every day. Her fucking sloppy ass sitting there reading doxes at her kitchen table. I'll put that out for sure. Fuck yeah, that was hilarious. But I didn't do that until she put a photo out of me. And she has all kinds of more photos of me, but she won't put them out because I look good in them. She doesn't want anybody to be like, oh, he looks pretty good. She found the one, and then they photoshopped it and like fucking turned it sideways and made it all weird. I, I'm not a supermodel, but I'm also not ashamed of how I look. The only reason I don't cam up is because I don't want to see videos made of me with balls sitting on my head or cocks in my face for months on end. I'm just not going to do it. Um, my buddy DJ Electra sent me a link to an app that's pretty cool. It's like a live avatar, so you use your camera, but then you're like a cartoon on screen. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that before, but it's fucking super rad. So I'm gonna work that out because look, I've endured so much already, so I'm here for the long haul. You guys are fucking stuck with me. Am I gonna make mistakes? You bet your fucking ass. Am I gonna hit home runs? I count on it. So I appreciate everyone who's riding with me, even if you don't agree with me fully. And I've heard told about me that he doesn't take criticism, and the fuck I don't. I absolutely do. You should see my emails. You should see the private conversations that I've had with people. Um, I'm not going to tell you who they are. I mean, I've been in correspondence with channels that have 200,000 subscribers, and they know what's going on with me, and they give me advice, and they when I do something crazy, they fucking call me out right away. These are people vastly superior to the Hive situation, people that are actually doing great things here on YouTube and make a living from it, and they don't have to lie to anyone. But it doesn't, in order to get to that status of 200,000 subscribers, you also have to go through the muck, a lot of the muck that I'm going through. And I'm not suggesting that this channel is ever going to grow to that. I mean, if I get to 3,000, I'm going to be satisfied with that. And I'm creeping on that. Every day I'm getting closer to that. And I realize that's just an ego thing. That number makes no fucking difference because I have the same people in here that like to listen to me talk and, we chop it up anyways. So that number is, it's irrelevant in a lot of ways. I mean, just look, she's got 21,000 people over there and there's only 100 people in her chat. I mean, even though it says 1,100 people are watching, there aren't 1,100 people in her chat. I mean, it's a charade. You know what I mean? It's like the Wizard of Schnoz over there. All right. Queen of Hearts says, I posted a video of my kitten sucking his little toe bean and called him cutie baby, and it got taken down. Instant YouTube flags, weird. Oh yeah, okay, so I'm that far behind in chat. Yeah, that that photo that I got from the internet of a kid with a bottle of vodka, that was no bueno. Like, I mean, as soon as I posted it, my phone went ba-ding, ba-ding. It's like, no, no, no. I'm like, what happened? Because I've never had any strikes or anything. I'm still relatively green when it comes to YouTube. And I think they're mistaking the fact that I'm new on YouTube, like I'm new on Earth. No, 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 no. I have more life experience than almost everyone at the Hive combined. I mean, even Rowena says uh, she's got 30 letters behind her name. Girl, you need to stop eating those gasoline like gummy bears that are made in the bathtub. That shit is rotting your brain. Um, says because B Toots is a predator. Ah, come on, I don't know about that. What is that even? Who's B Toots? I don't think B Tim is a predator. I just think he's a weak little bitch. That's all. I mean, the weakest. The weakest. That's weird, Queen of Hearts. I love Kitten Toe Bean videos. That's the thing. It's so random that like something like that will get taken down, but you can read out somebody's home address while showing a photograph of their house, and that's perfectly fine. He is one of the creepiest dudes. I just think he's just a sad little man. They get along together so well because they're pathetic. You know what I mean? They have low self-esteem issues and stuff like that, which I realize a lot of us do, and some days I do too. But in general, I try to have some confidence. Maybe it's easier because I've traveled enough. I have a stable friend group. Um, I don't know. I don't know. They keep saying they not like us. Like I don't want to be like you. Nobody wants to be like you at all. Nobody wants to sit over there and call missing children's fathers pedos and the only time you show any type of emotion is when someone sends you money. That sucks, man. It's a dark, depressing, loveless life that woman leads, and like for some reason, because I point out the nasty shit that she does, because of that, everything that's ever gone wrong in her life is my fault, and that's crazy. I haven't even been interacting with her for a year. Who fucked up the rest of your life, Rebecca? Because it wasn't me. I didn't even know you whenever you were crowbarring people and fucking in prison. I didn't know you then. So did you just like are you one of those people that do all kinds of fucked up things and then when you get caught you blame other people? So like I'm the newest person you blamed. So who was before me? Who did you blame for all your problems before me? Probably the guy that left you, I'm guessing. Then who was before that? I'm sure there's a whole line of people that you blame for your fucked up world. When in fact the only thing that remains the common denominator is you, Rebecca. We know this. We know this. The thing is that you know it too, and that sucks. You have to live this life where you're a piece of shit, but then you have to pretend you're this big tough girl. You know you're weak, and you don't have any real pull in reality. Just on this little dusty, smoky corner of YouTube, that's the only place that you have any kind of respect at all. And I'm certain when you walk out of your house and you walk down your street, your fucking neighbors don't like you. Because nobody likes someone that poisons their neighborhood with narcotics. Nobody likes, except for whoever's on the receiving end of it, of course. And nobody likes people that sold alcohol to their children. You've done both of those things. Both of those things alone should make you ineligible for making money off of covering cases on YouTube. Unfortunately, it is what it is. The terms of service permit absolute pieces of shit like you to set up shop and come in with that same failed gangster attitude that you have on the streets and set up shop and sit around and bully people here. Not going to work with me. I don't know what it's going to take for you to understand that I'm not ever going to back down from you. She don't get weed. She don't get weed makes you talk stupid and sound dumb. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I do suspect that she's probably on other drugs, but there's no way for me to know that. I mean, you can make some assumptions, being that with her past and what she was mixed up in the past. uh, You know, marijuana is legal. You don't typically get arrested for distributing it, but that was a while ago when it happened. So it could, you know, I don't know. I really don't care what she's high on. What I care about is her doxing babies and fucking calling me all kinds of falsities. That's my concern. She says, B Tim can tell his daddy what to do. I would go against his hoe code. You call him Buzzy his daddy. That's funny. I'm not here to misgender anybody. But that's funny. It's because of her voice. It sounds very masculine. So I've heard people go overboard like that's got to be a man. I don't think so. I've seen her photograph. It looks like looks like a female. I wouldn't say so much a woman because she shows no characteristics of an actual woman, but definitely female. Um, Spiritual AF says, "Can I point out that since Buzzhead over there stated that her daughter is afraid of you, don't you have the right to contact the father and straighten it out?" No, could you imagine if I contacted the father? Like that, how much more real life could I get than that? But I will say, Nico, homie, like if you hear this, if there's anybody listening in their hometown, like if he gets in contact with me, I'll definitely entertain the conversation. I'm not going to go fucking full weirdo and interview him on YouTube or anything, but I would love to have that conversation because let's just keep it 100% real. If this man's children are afraid of me, I want to squash that right away because I don't want any children out there being afraid of me. But the fact is, the report that was released that I shared yesterday, if anyone's scared, it's they're scared of her, not me. I mean, it's crazy to put that on my shoulders. It's it's irresponsible. I mean, fuck, I keep getting pulled back into this family talk. I do have one more comment or question, open-ended question. How would they even know about me unless she told them? Because I don't, like, she accused me of stalking them and other stuff, but I would never do that. So any knowledge of me that they have come from her. I'm gonna leave that there. But I will say that I keep everyone in my prayers, including them. And and I even pray for Rebecca, believe it or not, because somebody has to. It's not easy. It's not easy for me to do that. Thanks, Suits. I appreciate you. And I don't just appreciate your support, Zoots, but I very much appreciate your wordplay and I'm not going to say riddles, but your keen ability to provoke thoughts with your comments. I don't know. You I've talked to other people about this too. You're known for it now, whether you know it or not. It's cool. Yvette says, is it the same last name exactly? We tried to find a connection with parents. I don't want to get too much into that. Yes, it is. It is the same. It is the same name, Yvette. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, and I promise I'm not getting involved in that case at all. But at the time, I never did. But at the time, I was hanging out with people that were very much in, not publicly, but privately, having conversations about, what could have happened. Just having logical, private group conversations about what do we think happened here, not being accusatory or anything. And then when that guy popped up into the conversation, and it took almost nothing, a Google search was the research on it. And it was like, wait a minute, this guy got out of jail fucking 2 days after this kid went missing. Like, what the fuck? And he's in jail for things I don't know. I don't know. I know the guy's on a pervert registry list for the rest of his life. So, I mean, you guys can do that work. I'm not getting involved. I truly don't care. But I never at any time. And when I did that, they accused me of re-victimizing a child when I wasn't. All I was showing is that Illuminati's a fucking idiot, and you can't trust her judgment whatsoever. And I still have that opinion to this day. So, see, a lot of creators have put everything out about her record. Yeah, a lot of people do. A lot of people make these like little videos that look like they were made by a serial killer that like just like flash like her criminal records. I'm one of the only people along with Chronicles of the Shady and fuck, I have to say it, even Perplexed, even Laura Perplexed was really good at calling QB out for a long time, and she was doing it well before me. And every time that I say I'm one of the only people to call QB out, believe me, Laura lets me know. She does not like to hear that. So credit where credit is due. She definitely was calling QB out before me. But in a lot of ways, I'm not the way I do, you know, and I've been alone at this a lot, and I'm effective at it. I think we can't argue with that. Not as effective as ITAL was when they were fully active, but um, I do pretty good, you know. I think what helps me, I think where I have success in showing who she is I tell the truth. And each time I do, I'm met with her telling lies about me and other people and the circumstances. So each time I do it, it becomes more abundantly clear that, you know, she's defensive and she doesn't really have an argument. The second she starts lying about me or anybody else that calls her out, bing bong, game over. She lost. I mean, she lost months ago and she hasn't even realized it yet. But she keeps digging her hole deeper and deeper. And it's becoming frustrating for her and she's becoming violent at home. She's lashing out. She's losing loved ones. You know what I mean? So like it's wearing on her. And it's not my intent to break her down and destroy her. It's my intent to have her stop doing fucked up shit to good people. And the first email I sent to her was, I don't like you doing fucked up shit to good people. And her response was, she went live and she's like, good people? What the fuck? What good people is he talking about? All of them. All the people that you wrongfully attack, Rebecca. All of them. All the good people. Fucking turd. I don't know. I don't know how to make a poll. I don't know how to make a poll. Um, let's make a poll. One, if you want to see Timmy. Two, if you're scared reality will kill your funny image. I did want to see him. I've seen him now. I'm not going to put his face out just yet because I'm only like 99% sure that it's him. But as soon as I can confirm it, I'll definitely put it out. I mean, it's going to be merchandise. The shit that he said about me and the shit that he supports. No, he gets no protection on YouTube at all. None. Sinner, I'm not a fan of Clue, but you will be surprised the amount of couples where a partner has no idea. I know. To add more context to that, Liza, she was running around specifically calling Seth Rogers a pedophile, and she said what she said was um, she knows she knows when someone's that way because she has an instinct for it. Yet she was married to someone that was that way, and where was that instinct then? That was my whole point. But Liza, you're absolutely true. Like there are husbands and wives probably every day that are shocked by the shit that their partners are doing. I'm not discrediting that. My whole point was she just sucks at it. She's got no ability to sniff out a bad person, obviously. So I got pissed off that she was calling Seth Rogers like unimaginable things. And of course the guy's in no position to defend himself. And I'm no Seth Rogers fan, so don't misunderstand me. Um, I think the whole thing sucks, really. But that's where it came from. I hope that gave you some context. So a club of mothers who don't protect their children at harm. Yeah, I mean, threaten sinner with money. Oh, geez, it worked the first time. Thank you for the $10. What did I say? This Wally Gagger. That's quite a name, Wally Gagger. Oh, there's your real name too. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thanks for that cash out. Much obliged. And I'm definitely gonna get a burger after this, so suck it, Timmy. So here we are. I'm not sure what else I could say or do, so I'm gonna skip ahead to the beginning of chat. If I missed your shit, um, please just shoot me an email if it's important, and I promise I'll get back to you. I got like 12 emails while I'm sitting here. I glanced at them, but I can't dig in while I'm talking to you guys. It says, maybe you should rethink it. You know, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Therefore, maybe you don't need to go back to BHB content necessarily. Just a thought. No, I'm not going. I'm not going to continue on with this drama shit. After I'm done, once I accomplish the goal of making sure that Rebecca Turner is held accountable for all the fucked up shit she's done to people that I cared about and that you guys care about, then I'm going to move on to better things. I'm an artist. I can show you my paintings and I'll just flip the script, or I could just delete my fucking channel and be on my way. But I'm not going to back down until she's held accountable. I just can't do it. I gave my word. There are people counting on me. Um, Not unlike the way that Queen Bee gave her word that she's not going to back down against BHB. Except my shit's legit, and she's doing it all for money. Thanks, alligator. Appreciate that. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just skip past all the chats, and I'm sorry, guys. I see when I see big chats like this, I want to stop and read them and see comments, as it were. A lot of creators choose the logic of the enemy of my enemy is my friend. No, I don't do that. Huge mistakes. I mean, they're accusing me of that with Brittany too. And no, I just got to know Brittany because I stood up for her when people were picking on her. I knew that was a risk because a lot of people don't like her. But guess what happened? She's been nothing but a fucking sweetheart to me. And I don't have anything negative to say whatsoever. I know that bothers people, but what do you want me to do? You want me to hate this person because you hate this person? That's not ever how I live my life. I mean, that's how you end up a cold, loveless person like Rebecca if you live your life that way. It's not me. I didn't know she was calling Shady that again, shaking my head. Yeah, night before last she did that. Narcos. Fucking that's when I schedule my live. As a result of that, like I'm not as anxious to go live as I was when I first started. Like this is live number 32. So I'm not so eager to go live as much as I did when I first started. Sometimes like today I knew I had to do it because I needed to clear some shit up for you guys because geez, they went on for hours with a bunch of lies. So I just want to give my response and just let them do whatever they want. But I just want you guys to know that I'm not in business with BHP, and if you know, I know I got PHP supporters in here, so you're welcome. You're welcome here. I'm not going to cause you trouble, but if you could just do me a solid and from what I understand, I'll have to research it and find it. But from what I understand, she give me 1 second. I've got a message from a very important person here. From what I'll finish this first. From what I understand is she has already said that we're not working together. And I guess that made him think that we're working together even more, like some double agent shit. Look, I got a lot of energy, but not for that kind of shit. There's no way for me to keep up shit like that. I will never do it. My beef is with QB. My alliances are nil. I rock with I rock with the ship, Savage Live Media. None of them get involved in my battle with Betty. I'm sorry, my battle with QB, other than what you see in chat comments. That's it. There's no wheeling and dealing. There's no connection to BHB whatsoever. Never was. In fact, some of the videos that I made about BHB are some of the most scathing videos that you'll find on the internet. But I mean, I'm really good at it whenever I go at somebody. Um, but whoever commented up there said, you don't have to do that after this. Yeah, I don't. You're right. And I probably won't. I mean, why would I? I'll actually make a deal with her. I won't make any more videos about her so long as she does me a solid and makes it convincing to people that I'm not working with her because I'm not working with her. I mean, I realize we have common interests, and I'm certain that she's listening to this because she fucking dislikes that motherfucker as much as I do. But that's the extent of our relationship. That's it. And how about this for bother you? I also pray for her because I pray for all of us, and that's bothersome to people. Um, Oh, really? Let's see. I was listening to your live and darn. There was somebody in my chat that I fucking didn't get to say hello to. Oh well. I'm glad they were here. Um, let's see. TJ, good to see you. It says, Cash, we are talking about people going. Oh, I'll pass that one up. Brent Center of the money. Thanks, Grandma Sherry. Hey, Linda, thanks for being here. As always, you're badass. Linda's a new YouTube friend of mine. I see her all around. She's rad. She has encouraged people to go to your neighborhood. She told a DV victim to go get beat again. She showed Jones's dad's house, kids bust up. She shows all of Savage's real names, pics. Yeah, I mean, this is who they support. The only, and you guys know this. I'm speaking, preaching to the choir, as they say. Everyone that has followed my channel and sees what I put out about her every single time. I mean, aside from the picture of her sitting all sloppy at her table, that again, that was emailed to me. And I only did that after she posted photos of me. Um, but everyone knows that I don't dox any. Haven't doxed anybody with documents. I haven't done anything like that. I've shown legal documents and I've redacted everything. I mean, until recently, I even redacted her name. There's no addresses. There's no There's no children's names. There's no nothing. So it's just weird that they can run that narrative. Meanwhile, she's over there just going buck wild, and everyone's perfectly okay with it. Grandma rags on me all the time. She does. That's a true story. Um, while voices are going after Brittany and QB is on. Aw, well, that's cool. I guess. Yeah. That's interesting. Well, it's about time she shows voices some love. I mean, she's been fucking neglecting that friendship for a long time. She won't even share a damn link. But I hope you guys took some time to listen to what I'm saying here. Oh, Nanny, yeah, my Steelers got their asses handed to them yesterday. I don't want to talk about it. um, I'm rooting for the Chargers now just because I need a team. Beat him as a vicarious bad boy. uh, Grandma says gas station gummies is that like gas station sushi? No, no, it's even worse. I didn't say I didn't say gas station gummies. I said gummy bears that were made in a bathtub with gasoline, but close. Bootleg gummies. Hey, Cheese, I hope you're holding up well, man. I know I've been following the news. It's still smoky as shit. Don't feel bad. I was timed out by accident. I knew it, but it couldn't get me back in. It was cold in the bushes. I didn't time you out. All right, scanning the chat, scanning the chat. All right, so what I want to do, I'm sorry if I missed anything important, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way to the bottom here, and what I'm going to ask you guys to give me questions. Is there anything that you want to know? Of course, I'm not going to be, I can't promise an answer, but if you do want to know something, I'd be happy to answer. You guys earned it. You've rode with me for long enough. Bootleg gummies. It's mostly a joke, SG. I was just talking about how Rowena over there seems to be mindless, and she's like you know, I don't know. She's no spring chicken, and all she talks about is gummy bears. Like, fuck out of here, man. Any or outie, it's any. Hey, Zero Jules, thanks for being here. Do you know who Dorem? How do we say it? Doraemon? No, I don't know who that is. I mean, you're is that Japanese? I know your Japanese is so much fucking better than mine. I'm pissed off. I just haven't been there in such a long time. Thinner, not you, hon. It was not. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I was like, no, we would never time you out, Esther. You're the shit. No questions here. I support you. Thanks, Curious. Look, there's so many good people that have been. Oh yes, I do know who that is. Yes, I just didn't recognize it in normal font. Do I have a muse? Not a living one. I kind of idolize Jean-Michel Basquiat. I'm not sure if you're familiar with him, and I get a lot from a man named Saul Williams, who was a poet actor from New York City. Um, but I draw a lot of my inspiration from a couple of artists, Jean-Michel Basquiat, who's passed away. He was a New York City artist as well. Um, living artist, my favorite living artist right now is a man named David Cho. He's out of Koreatown, Los Angeles. I think he's the best. I think time's going to bear that he's going to be one of the most important artists of our time. But um, he gained some fame in a really weird way. Um, and of course, Andy Warhol is getting there. Definitely, being from Pittsburgh, as Andy Warhol was, it's in the bones. I can't help it. Um, maybe that's why people are saying that I'm gay because I'm an Andy Warhol fan. I'll never get it, but people need to not be guessing what people's sexuality is. That's a slippery fucking slope. Like someone's sexuality is not should not be an insult to them. But unfortunately, to for them, I'm just a boring straight guy. Um, let me tell you a quick story about David Cho. Since I got your attention, we're talking art. David Cho became moderately famous. Koreatown, he's a rebellious kid, graffiti, fighting, jumping trains. Had a show on YouTube actually. It was called Thumbs Up America with 3 seasons that he jumped trains and took the train all the way across the country. The deal was uh, not pay for anything. Everything was hitchhike or train jumping. Of course, he goes back on that quite a little bit, and because he's addicted to gambling. So when he got to Vegas, he had credit at casino, so they ended up staying in a suite. But anyways, he's a wild man. Long story short, he went to Japan to do graffiti, illegal street graffiti, and he was approached um, by a Japanese officer and slugged the guy. Ended up in jail. So, and this is well before he was famous. So, and then he started picking up. He spent some time in Japanese jail, paid the price, came back to the United States, focused on his art, really focused on his art, focused on that thumbs up America shit that he did. Um, and then started really his art started taking off in Los Angeles. Of course, classic story started showing in the local coffee shop, worked its way up to some of the biggest galleries in the world. His paintings sell for millions of dollars now. Um, but something happened to him when he came back from Japan. He started getting notoriety. The Facebook people contacted him and they had just started this new thing called Facebook and they invited him to their brand new headquarters, their first headquarters, because they heard they wanted a mural and they wanted some cutting edge sort of edgy artist to do the mural there. So he went up there. At the time he was not completely broke. I mean, the most romanticized story is that he was broke, but he wasn't. He had some cash. He went up there to check it out. Um, was it MySpace just failed basically, so Facebook was emerging, and he went up there and met with those guys. Um, he did the mural, and they offered him. I think I don't. This is a point of contention because I've seen it written several different ways, and he's actually told the story a couple different ways. So I'm not sure if it was $5,000 or $50,000. In any case, they offered him more money than he had in his bank account to do the mural. They offered him money or stock options, and he knew nothing about stocks. He's that guy. But for some reason, his gut told him to take the stock options. So he did, and he painted the mural. Wasn't the best of his work, but he became, you know, pretty famous because Facebook blew up. And then the day that Facebook went public, the stock that he was given, turns out it was worth $200 million. So he struggled at that point, as you can imagine. Like B Tim criticizes me because I say like whenever I'm like my pockets aren't full of money and my belly's not full of food, that's when I produce my best art. And that's still true. So like I have to come up with creative ways to try to conjure that same energy from my art, being that my pockets aren't empty and my belly isn't empty. So, anyways, that's all theory stuff. You guys don't give a fuck about that. Long story short, David Cho is my current favorite living artist. He really is fucking amazing. He's loves his mom and dad, loves his brother. He's just super positive. A little bit controversial. Oh yeah, see, Patricia knows. Thanks for that question. I don't get to talk about art very often. I get to talk about fucking tragedy pimps and grifters and doxers and all these new terms that I never even knew were a thing a year ago. um, but yeah, anyone else? If not, I'm gonna wrap it up for the night. I felt like shit today. When I woke up, when I saw that community post to my family on that piece of shit's community wall. But what can you do? They're aware of who she is. She doesn't want to go any more real life than putting their photos up. I promise you that. No more burger money. No, I made plenty of burger money. I'm good. And thanks everybody for the cash apps and the super chats. I very much appreciate it. It says, yeah, back off, sinner. We all hate you. I know you do. I see you over there in that chat, Cash. Sometimes I get annoyed when I see you in there being friendly with those scumbags, but then I think to myself, that's not my place, you know. Narco says, helping someone out. You good, man? Everything good? I say man as though I know you're a man. You could be a woman. You could be both. How many toes?
Oh, trust me, I will definitely be for you in my police department, and any motherfucker that for you anything, I'm doing the same back to you. Just be prepared for that. And that's on everything I motherfucking love, okay? That's 10 toes, 12 or 10 fingers to 12 toes down, baby.
But Smo. You're right about Smo. I like Gatos. Gatos is my guy when it comes to graffiti. I can never remember his name, but there's this Vietnam kid, the Vietnamese kid from fucking San Francisco. He passed away while doing graffiti, and he's legend as well. Shit, I can't remember his name. But there's a dude named Gatos down in in LA that's one of my favorites too. But Smo's a legend. Legend. It's difficult to say who's best. Geez, you know that because there's always new kids popping up. But life is art. That's right. Yeah, and you guys know. I know Gatos' cat, Esther. That's just what he goes by. Another Spanish name is another graffiti artist, Noche. Is a great guy out of LA. He works all the way up Ventura, Santa Barbara, all the way up San Luis Obispo, in that way. Are gasoline gummies a real thing? I don't know. I don't know. I just get creative when I talk shit, Maria. I'm not quite sure. She just the way she talks and her logic makes me think that she's, borderline huffing gas over there. I don't know what's true, but my God, she said she's a nurse. Could you imagine Rowena fucking coming into your room if you're there like injured or you just had surgery and you're laying in your bed and then she comes in to take care of you? I'd be pushing that fucking emergency button like ding, 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 like fucking Victor Salamantes. Center story times are my favorite. Mary with the FBI. Well, I'm glad you enjoy that. I mean, I don't get to tell stories like that very often, and I can just keep going when it's a story about something I know really well, but I can't talk about myself that much because then they'll research it and they'll fucking start stalking people in my world. That's what happens. It's scary. B Real says those Delta 8 gummies are toxic. I never had one. I have some edibles that I keep in the closet just in case I can't sleep. Being a recovering alcoholic, the THC stuff is a controversy for me. Um, but I'll still smoke a joint every once in a while. But I won't do it at 11 o'clock in the morning whenever, on a Tuesday. I'll smoke before bed. Once I'm home, showered, maybe I'll whip up a couple steaks and some potatoes and smoke half a joint and sit there and enjoy it. My problem was never marijuana. My problem was booze. I just couldn't do that anymore. Rowena would look at your junk under the blankets, but seriously, could you imagine? She'd probably like try to steal from you while you were sleeping. Got to get that gummy money, honey. But yeah, I think I've said enough. Um, well, don't worry, I'm not going to get boring. I'm still standing up against this piece of shit. I have plenty of other documents about her that people sent me. I just have to scan through them and make sure, her little ones aren't in it because I didn't mean to make people recoil at showing that information. I honestly, and this is sincere, I honestly thought that it was important that everyone knows who she actually is. And I didn't see any other. There goes the stutter. I didn't see any other way to show you guys without showing you guys, because if I would have said it, it would have been like it's not true. So I showed you, and now we all know it's true. Um, you know, I just have to be I have to be careful. I have to be more cautious, and I think you guys get it. Most of you get it. For those of you who have abandoned hope on me and have been running around saying, "Oh, he's the monster that he's been hunting." Um, I don't know, how do I say this? Go fuck yourself, I guess. I mean, cool. I mean, I guess that sounds rude, but that's how I feel about it. You guys can go fuck yourself. It's no question that you just want anything to criticize me, you're going to do it, you know. Um, but those of you who approached me with sincere concern, those being, well, she didn't approach me, but I've heard her talking on it. Nanya, if you hear this, I hear you. I understand. I understand your objection to what I've done, and you know, I just wanted to get the info out there, and I didn't know how else to do it. I'm not sorry for it though, just to be clear. But going forward, I'm gonna be more meticulous about how things are done. I could just be a complete fuckbag and like do like they do and just make a rogue backup channel and just put a bunch of crazy shit on there. But that's so much work. I'd much rather sit here with you guys and just have an open dialogue. Um, I'm not stalking anyone's kids. That shit fucking that shit hurts to hear, to be honest with you, because it's so untrue. It's so not true that it's so when you hear people saying that out there, please know that I would never even consider doing that. I'm not like them. Like she says, I'm not like them. Thank you for bringing this light center. Hope everybody has a good night. Yes, that's it exactly. And let me just quickly say, everyone who sent me some stuff, Susan, Just Irish, Evil Queen Yaya, STFU, Misty H. Welcome back. Misty H took a break from the tubes and she's back. So I'm so happy she came back. Just Irish, thank you so much. Susan sent the second $5 super chat. That's $10 from you. That's awesome. And then of course I got 2 cash apps. You know who you are. Thank you very much. Until we meet again. I'm probably going to take a couple days to sit with this. I think I've earned it. Um, are you single? I am not married. Yeah, I am single. I think it's hard to tell. I don't know. Um, yeah, I don't see any more questions. So I'm gonna let you guys go. We've been here for fucking over 3 hours. And if you have any personal questions or any more pointed questions that you don't feel comfortable asking, if you're in the bushes and you want to email me, I'm pretty open. I'm an open book for the most part. I'm not going to be if you email me and ask me to send you information about Queen Bee and shit like that, I'm never going to do that. So I mean, I'm not going to say any names, but I even have like people that I respect doing that, and I have to tell the same every time, no, I'm not doing that, because the second I do, it's going to be a setup and it's going to be like, look, he's distributing information, blah, blah, blah. No, no. Everything that I get, I usually get from someone else and I sort through it. There's a lot of bullshit, but I do also have a lot of shit that you guys also should know but I have to get better at putting it together and presenting it because I keep causing recoil in the community by the way I do things, and I don't want to do that. I mean, I do give a fuck about this community, regardless of how it seems. Like my main driving force is because I give a fuck. If I didn't, I'd be gone already. I wouldn't waste my time if I didn't care. Anyways, yeah, that's it, folks. I'm gonna leave you out with the intro because I didn't do any preparation for today. Actually, no, I'll leave you out with some wise words. It's a Bernard Shaw poem written, read by Jeff Goldblum. Like I always say, I wish you guys great night. I hope very much that you take care of each other. If you see people out there being wrong, let them know they're being wrong. Be brave. That's all I ask. I'm not saying please help me because I don't need anybody's help. I just want you guys to be brave, be bold, and be good. Take care of each other. If someone needs help, help them. If you need help, ask for it. It's simple. Like this isn't real life, I guess, to everyone, but this is all real life to me. And I really don't care what people think about it. Hey, Summer, I didn't see you here. Thanks for being here. I realize this isn't everyone's real life, but all of this is my real life. All of you guys, you're all my real life. You send me real money in the Cash App. You have real opinions, you have real questions, you have real feelings. You're all fucking real. So this is not some fantasy land that I live in. And I don't know how people separate it. All right. I'm going to play that little bit of literature for you. Jeff Goldblum is my spirit animal. I'm going to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Yes. Okay. We're good to go. Good to go. Sinner out.
I do find myself coming back to this quote by George Bernard Shaw. Let me see if I can remember it. He says, "This is the true joy in life, the being used for a purpose considered by yourself as mighty, the being a force of nature instead of a feverish, selfish little clod of ailments and grievances, complaining that the world will not devote itself to making you happy. I am of the opinion that my life belongs to the whole community, and while I live, it is my privilege to do for it whatever I can. I want to be thoroughly used up when I die, for the harder I work, the more I live. I rejoice in life for its own sake. Life is no brief candle to me. It's a sort of splendid torch that I've got hold of for the moment, and I want to make it burn as brightly as possible before handing it on to future generations."